All right, we're live.
We're live.
We're live. Hey guys, and welcome to having a beer with Jason or Bondy. Did you tell it?
Bondy. Having a beer with Bondy. It rhymes. It rhymes.
It's all in the marketing, folks. And
sponsored by Ted.
We have a special guest, me, obviously, because I'm not in the title. I'm not good enough. Just before we continue on, I just want to know how dedicated Jason is to this. We started the beers while watching football, and then
which was a good 3 hours ago.
Yeah, so we're having the beers, and then Jason decided we went on to the bourbon, right? Jason was he was so dedicated. 20 minutes before he switched back onto the beer for you guys, just to let you know. So yeah. I'm still on the bourbon myself. I think everyone.
Well, actually, look, sponsored by Jack Daniels and Tooheys Extra Dry.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to the people in the chat. Yeah, we've got Gotham 138 and Mr. Thor Gunderson, Darth Vader himself from Open Mic. If you haven't checked out Darth Castle Open Mic yet, look, man, they're on tomorrow night and it's going to be an absolute killer. Christian Mole, g'day, buddy. You've just woken up out of your meditation chamber. So look,
so we're having the beer and the bourbon.
We're having the beer and the bourbon while you guys are all having your coffees. Look, we're from the future. Woo. So it's 10 p.m. here in Australia. We're just trying to find a good time to do this live chat that works for everybody. So, guys, we're open to your questions. Anything you've got to ask us. You want our thoughts or opinions on anything, hit us up. No topics are off limits or anything. So
all gloves off.
All gloves off, man. You want to know questions about Australia, our statue collections, Adrian's personal habits away from YouTube. Whatever, man. We're free and open.
Let's not get into that. By the way, if I look to the left or me, Jason looks to the left, because we're in the last quarter of the footy match.
So it's we've got Mr. Ryan Penny, Sinister Collector.
Mr. Sinister, how you going?
Sinister himself. 3 next statues we're going to get from God Cobain. Great question. So what are the 3 next statues that we're getting?
There's a lot out there, man.
No, but
what's coming in? Does that count what's coming in? We've got Flash, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to get the Flash as soon as he drops here in Australia, the Prime 1 quarter scale New 52 one.
Yep.
We've got Wonder Woman premium format from Sideshow Collectibles, the Rebirth one that we're still waiting for it to arrive.
Well, the headpiece too.
No, the actual Rebirth statue.
Oh, the Rebirth.
The one's going to go with Superman in that set, where she's got the lasso up and stuff like that. And we've got the Gal Gadot head sculpt coming in.
Which is being held up quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, it got held 5 days by US Customs, so bummer there.
So that was 2?
Yeah, but it cleared Customs today, so hopefully it'll be here in the next, probably Monday, Tuesday, which is a big bonus, and we'll be doing the video of that.
Yep.
We've got a few other people just joined in too.
There you go, guys.
We're also going to get that new Superman v Batman diorama from Sideshow when it comes in. So yeah,
that's actually exciting. That piece,
our horizons have opened up a fair bit because I've just scored a new job, guys. So I'm going to be earning double what I was earning, which is more statue money. But yeah, so that's an added bonus, and I'll be starting there on Monday. So I probably won't be online as much as I would hope to be, but because I'll be busy.
But he'll still be around, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll still be around. So Thor has asked us, what piece are you most looking forward to the most? I'll let you go first, Adrian.
That's hard. That's a hard question, man. To be honest, the Flash that's coming in, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
If that still counts. Otherwise, you're asking what we don't have coming in. But to be honest, it's the Flash, man. That piece would look awesome in the man cave and just having it.
Yeah.
It's an awesome piece.
And look, for me too, I'm actually, particularly after watching Thor and Rodney's unboxing video of, and if you haven't checked them out, guys, Darth Castle, check out their channel, subscribe. They do amazing live content with their live reviews and stuff like that. But yeah, their review of the Wonder Woman Rebirth, because I've seen a few with the eyes like that, and stuff like that. But theirs turned out really, really nice. And I'm hoping that we get one just like it. And we're also got a question for you from Joe Miller.
All right, Joe.
What was it like for you smashing my Superman statue?
The Superman statue? It was too much fun. You should have seen, as I'm smashing the piece, Jason set up the
I was
camera.
crying.
He couldn't even be in the shot. That's how bad it was for Jason. So I'm going on. I'm holding the hammer and I'm just doing my little grin because I don't know why. It's the satisfaction. Jake, Batman's better.
Bro, don't even start that shit. You know, that's a special show that you and me are going to do.
Look, deep inside, even if you couldn't see it at the time, deep inside, you're still destroying like a piece.
Yeah.
Right? So it's that, but I can't lie. It was a bit of fun. It was. So he still hates me for it.
Yeah, oh look, he had too much enjoyment over it, man. You know, like seriously, I mean, like it's a $900 statue Australian, you know, and he's like, bang, bang, hey, yeah, should I do it some more? You know, I'm like, man, just hurry up.
I'm just waiting for the day that we have to destroy it. I'm not saying that it's going to be good or anything, or I'm hoping for it, but imagine the day comes that you have to destroy a Batman statue.
Yeah, you watch me, man. I'm gonna do it back, 100%,
he's going to make it more creative. There won't be a hammer involved. It's going to be a whole new level.
Christian Moyle was asking where did we get that kryptonite hammer from? Well, basically, we got a local shop here called Zing, Zing Pop Culture. They're a division of GameStop in the US. So
then it's GameStop, then EB Games here.
Yeah.
And then
Zing, which is a subsidiary of EB Games. And they actually had the kryptonite piece on sale there. It was like $15 or something.
It was all right.
But it was a limited edition too. It was only like 1,000 pieces.
It looks good on display.
Like, wow, man, yeah, it was awesome. And it's got a LED feature where you flick the bottom switch and it lights up and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Adrian took great joy in holding up that kryptonite and then building the crap out of it.
Well, you have to make some story for it. You can't just beat Superman with a mere hammer. It's a special one, isn't it?
Man of Steel, you know, would shatter the Hammer of Steel. But yeah, look, we've got 7 people watching now.
Hey guys.
So, we're just trying to find out whether this is a good time for you guys or whether Sundays work better.
Yeah, because it is a bit of an awkward time.
Actually, okay, here's a question from me from Gotham1358.
Yeah.
Hush Superman 1/3 scale, tempted or not, mate? Very bloody tempted.
He talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
You talk about it all the time.
I do. I'm trying to get Adrian on board with maybe some 3rd scale.
It's just a bit difficult, man. Because of the spacing.
Look, you know what it is, bro? I'm really tempted over that General Zod for starters. You know, like I've been crying out for a General Zod for years, and finally we're getting one. It looks absolutely insane level. Thor's telling me to embrace the dark side and get into the 3rd scales. Dude, I'll tell you what, it's getting really tempting. With that Batman Hush line, particularly when you look at Chris Batman Statue Collector, he's putting up his photos, and his review should drop in the next couple of days in regards to the new Batman Hush 1/3 scale. Now, if anyone out there was going to pull me in, that one is amazing. Like, you know, dead set amazing. Chris is about my height, you know, and already it's like from his waist past his head.
Yeah.
You know, and it looks like next level insane. And yeah, Gotham, that Zod looks like the shit. Absolutely the shit. You know, like can't wait for that. But we did get
talking about all these statues, man, makes my bank account cry.
It does, but luckily I'm gonna be earning more money, so
oh god, here we go.
And Adrian's starting a new job too, so he's gonna get some money in too to contribute to the statues, which is gonna be fantastic. Yeah, pre-order General Zod. Well, put it this way, I'm gonna pre-order here in Australia, we've got a lovely little shop called Pop Culture.
Yeah, located in Melbourne.
Yeah, located in Geelong in Melbourne. So, and Toby, the owner of the company, is an absolute legend of a guy. He's been trying to convert me along with Thor and the rest of the boys on Darth Castle to Prime 1 for a long time. Now that I've got the first 2 pieces, I've got a lot more already pre-ordered and ready to come in. So, yeah, the conversion to Prime 1 has been pretty swift and severe is the words I would use in that regard. And yeah, Pop Culture are a wicked legend team, man. You know, like they're all collectors. They're all collectors of their own.
Yeah, well, when we met them at Supernova last year, they were good blokes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Took the time, had a chat.
And the year before, they gave us the Captain Marvel PF for like $400 off because, you know, like basically they had a 30% off sale coming up in store. So they gave us a 30% off, but they also gave us another 15% off on top because it was a display piece. And, you know, basically we box it up for you and it saves us the hassle of having to bring it back to Melbourne. Yep. So I was like, yeah, fantastic. So I'm hoping maybe this year some similar offers on some Prime 1. Might get that half-scale Wonder Woman that I've been eyeing on for a while.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got to change the whole man cave now. The whole layout.
Yeah.
Be
gone to the besters. Be gone to the besters and full custom shoulders.
I actually got something I wanted to talk about with you, Jason, in front of everyone, see what they think. Yeah. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go pour myself another drink, so I'll be right back.
Sippy. Yep. Yeah. All right. No worries. Yeah, actually, Gotham, you're 100% right, man. You know, like with that 10% GST, plus the shipping costs exploding, absolutely exploding. To put it into context, look, I was going to get my Bane premium format that you can see here in the corner. I was going to get him from Sideshow because they had that 30% off, you know, and I thought, wow, man, that's fantastic. But then they wanted like $470 for the shipping to Australia, and I was like, what the hell? You know, no way, man, I'm not paying that much. And yes, let the beer flow through you thought. I'll tell you what, though, Adrian's getting you might need to prepare one for me too, mate. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. So I've got Adrian the barman. Now, this is a bit, look, guys, for all of you with young children, I'm going to say, when the day rolls around that become of legal age and they can drink with you, it's a grand, grand day. Absolutely grand day. Don't you think, Adrian?
Yes.
Some of the best drinking sessions you and me have had have been either interstate or overseas. Our trip to America.
The trip to America next.
Dude,
Vegas.
We were drunk the entire trip. Well, I'm rocking up to the booth on a Saturday and Sunday morning that we had there at WonderCon, and I was off my tits.
Hey, you reckon it's enough?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not that much for me, man. Oh. Nasty, bro. Look at this. Triple shots.
I love it. I got it from my American mates teaching me how to free pour.
No, you know what it was? Okay, so this is what we love about America. That everyone's on minimum wage. And when you tip, they really, really appreciate it. So here in Australia, tipping's sort of no-no.
What do you mean? Now, here in Australia, it's lame, man. It doesn't matter anything. Pay, tip, whatever, right? By law, they only when you ask for a bourbon and Coke, they have like the shot, like measuring cup. So you only get a shot of JD and Coke. You can't even order doubles. Some places don't even give you shots at 12 o'clock. Like, man, when we went to America, it was mad. They didn't care.
Nah. I'm going to put it so we had bar people actually asking us to go party on with them after the afterwards, you know, which was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. But we didn't go because one was in what was he wanted us to go to East Hollywood or something like that.
And we didn't know our way around, so it's not a good idea.
Yeah, so it was sort of like, nah.
I was like, nah.
Plus, we were pretty maggot.
Which is a big nah. So.
I mean, we did end up in a bar in Compton, which was an absolute classic.
Ian took us.
Yeah, Ian took us there, and that was fantastic. We had a fun time. And yeah, Thor's saying New York Comic Con is our destiny. I would love nothing more than to catch up with the boys and everything 100%, in New York,
man. And
just tie it off, you know.
NWA.
And basically, you know, like we already know that the liquor laws and that are a bit more lax in New York than what they are in LA and stuff as well. So yeah, that's gonna.
I loved it.
That's gonna be a big
$6 deck for a pack of smokes.
Look, we're both cigarette smokers, right? So, and people will spin out when we tell you this, but we actually pay like nearly $40.
No. We pay for a pack of 30 smokes. We're paying $45 per pack now.
Yeah,
literally $45. We went to
the taxes go up every year.
Every year they increase, right? America went in. They're like Marlboro.
So we smoke a special type of cigarette here in Australia, where basically, you know, you pop it and there's like a menthol type flavor in the cigarette. So when we were in America, we were asking, do you have anything like that? And one guy goes, a new brand has come out called Marlboro NXT.
Yeah, the guy at the airport.
At the airport, yeah. So we even bought cigarettes at the airport, which we know will be a rip-off. And the guy says, that'll be $7.50. And we're like,
I'll get two
packets, please, straight away. The next day when I was at a 7-Eleven, I was like, Gotham, $45 Australian. So basically,
do the converter. You got the computer.
No,
45.
Yeah, but I mean roughly, because I mean like an Australian dollar's worth 75 US cents.
Yeah,
or
roughly,
72. Yeah,
roughly.
So basically, you'd be looking at about maybe $38.
No, less.
No, American.
Yeah, less.
Well, 44. Well, come on, you're the math master. Bro, this guy's an accountant. This guy's a qualified accountant. Oh, look at him. He's ripping out the calculator. Jesus
No, because if you're... Wait. Well, you 32.
32
US. If we're based on 72 cents, yeah, for a pack of 30s, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Yeah. It is time to quit. Now, Thor's actually asking you your thoughts on Donald Trump because they know that everything's off limits. So
everything's off limits.
Everything's off limits. You can ask us anything you want. It doesn't have to be about statues, TV shows, DC Comics. It can be our opinions on Stan Lee, Marvel, whatever. You know. So you've been asked, bro. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump?
Psycho, a bit psycho he is. He has no filter whatsoever. Usually when you look at politicians...
He doesn't have a filter, bro. It's a filter they have on Twitter.
Exactly. That's the problem I find. He just... Look, I'm not saying... I'm not going to go too far, you know, really into it, but I'm just saying, man, the guy just goes on Twitter, social media. I usually find the most normal politicians and stuff have, you know, their own public...
Look, I'm going to give it. It's going to be a controversial topic. I know I'm going to get some thumbs down and that for this and that, particularly from our American viewers. But so we had a gun crisis the year you were born, right? We had a bloke go to a historic site in Tasmania and gun up a bunch of people. He killed like 14 people or something like that. And
Adrian would be day one pre-order on a Trump statue, only if it's from Prime 1.
Yeah, only if it's Prime 1. Yeah. So look, we basically had that disaster, and they outlawed semi-automatic weapons and high-powered rifles and stuff like that. To basically own one of them weapons, you need to live in like a farming area or something like that and have a special license. New Zealand just had their horrible thing happen at Christchurch, you know. Yep. And they've just basically copied Australia's gun laws and said, look, you know, we need that shit. You know, we can't let everyone have the guns, you know, they want and stuff like that. Now, an American actually commented when they made that snap decision, like that 2 days after Christchurch, the New Zealand government said, that's it, no more semi-automatics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You need to move more into the camera, bro.
I'm drifting away.
Drifting away. And, yeah, so basically... an American did comment to go, what, no one even tried thoughts and prayers? You know, because whenever you see a gun shooting in a school or something like that in the US, the first thing you see is the politicians all coming, thoughts and prayers to the victims' families and stuff like that. And then they go, what are you going to do about gun control? Thoughts and prayers out to the families. You know,
you're kind of steering from the question, though. It's about Donald Trump, not gun control.
Yeah, true.
All right, so let's step back. Look, I'm not trying to say anything like too much with Trump, like politics. Look, if I really want to sum it up all in one, right? As I said, Trump, a bit loose cannon on social media. But at the end of the day, man, I hate most politicians now these days, even in my own country, Liberal and Labor. I find it's a bit out of touch. You know, the days of a politician, you know, a prime minister or a president being a public servant is over.
We're going to put it into context. So a lot of Americans and Europeans watching this won't understand what we're talking about. So in this regard, so here you don't vote for a leader. You vote for a political party and they nominate their leader. So at any given time, that party can say they have no faith in their leader and put someone else in charge that you didn't vote for. Like you may have voted for that leader. And here in Australia in the last 8 years, we've had, 12?
I lost count. You know how bad it is right now? I don't even know the Prime Minister right now.
Because Scott Morrison.
They changed so much. Like Turnbull was the last one. They changed it again on us. I don't even know. Next day you wake up in the morning, new Prime Minister. Like,
well, actually, put it in the context.
Get out of here.
Put that in the context.
Rome.
At our biggest sporting event that we have in Australia, which is the AFL Grand Final. Basically, Scott Morrison walked up to a bloke and he's, g'day, mate. And the guy looks at him and goes, and who are you? Yeah, and that's our Prime Minister. And this is on live TV. So that sort of like shows how much of a joke it's been. Now, Christian Mole said, sorry, what was it? Don't believe the news. He's not an answer like some people would have you believe.
Actually, I believe that.
Look, I
believe it's over-exaggerated.
I believe in the fake news.
Modern media, bro.
You know, modern media, no matter what you look at, you know, whether you're watching left or right, you know, they tend to bullshit. My DC collection, Stephen Horton. Hey, check out this guy's videos. Now, this guy's a hardcore, just pure DC collector. Mm-hmm. he went down that route before we did, before we got starting to sell all our Marvel off and that, and decided, no, we're just going to concentrate on DC.
Yep.
So, yep, congratulations, Stephen. You were ahead of the curve on that regard. Now, Christian Mole also said, problem is thugs will always find a way to get illegal firearms. Good people are the only ones that suffer. I've got to disprove that, man. Like we're seeing here in Australia, since they've actually banned like they're banned for import. You know, they're not allowed into the country. So generally, with a lot of like black market weapons and stuff like that, you'll find that they are either stolen from registered gun users,
actually assembled through plastic parts.
Yeah, or actually, we're seeing a craze of that where people are actually 3D printing guns and stuff like that.
That's next level, man. How next level is that?
There's no 3D level semi-automatics. Like they're all single-shot pistols and stuff like that. And when you hear of a shooting here, basically, you know, like you find out from the people who live nearby and that the guy was associated with drugs or crime.
Usually gang on gang.
Yeah, it's usually gang on gang violence. There's no innocent drive-bys or anything like that.
But look, at the same time, I'm just going to say, man, when you can go to Vegas or something in America and you go, you know what, you want to fire this gun? Yeah, go fire it. It is freaking awesome. Like the firing ranges, man.
All right.
How cool is that?
I'm going to say,
how cool is that?
We had a bad experience in Vegas. We just felt that, like, because we come from a country where gambling's legal and stuff like that, so it's already everywhere and stuff like that. And when we got there, it was sort of like just purely centrist on gamble. We did see some good things like the
burlesque show that
we went to. I've got the poster around here somewhere.
Damn, it was at the Luxor.
Yeah, the Luxor. And that was like, because we wanted to see the burlesque show on the
No, you know what? You know what made me want to watch it? Those movies you watch.
Yeah.
Like the old-fashioned movies and stuff. It's got like the full-on burlesque.
There was none of that. This thing was just like next level insane.
So I don't even know where you can find that. I don't even know if it's real. Like, can you go to a place where it's like a bar and you sit down at a table and watch burlesque? Like, that's what I envisioned, and not it was a full-on show.
Yeah, no, it was a full-on show. Now I'm moving off the actually, no, I still got some beer left, so I'll drink that first.
All right. I have to look really close. I don't have my glasses, and the writing's really small, so it's very hard for me to see.
Yes. Okay, that's a good point. Good question there from Gotham1358.
Mm-hmm.
Guys with Sideshow releasing that DC Rogues print. Do you think DC Batman villains are on the way?
I hope so.
I'm going to say yes, purely because when you look at that art print, a lot of the ones that have already been released look like the ones in the art print. You know, like Mr. Freeze and so on.
Yeah.
So I actually think that we are going to see, like, Rodney's going to love this, but we're actually going to see a Two-Face from Sideshow.
That would be awesome. Like a really good Two-Face that's not overpriced.
Yeah, and I'll get it too. Well, so
that's the thing I wanted to. That's it. Wait, do we have another question? Wait. Do we have another question before we go on, though?
What do you think of the new Aquaman movie, PF?
Awesome. 100% awesome. Quality, everything, head sculpt. What do you... I remember we were looking at it, I'm like, man, I actually got it pretty spot on.
Well, yeah, they got the armor right, the look right, the head sculpt for Sideshow movie pieces, which have traditionally been pretty shit.
Well, actually pretty good.
Was pretty bang on. So, yeah, I'll give that...
Metallo.
Yeah.
Yes. Bro, how good would it look next to our Batman statue pieces just having Metallo?
No, Metallo's Superman's villain. He's the one with the kryptonite heart.
Oh, crap.
Metal dude.
Oh, well, I got it wrong, bro.
You're talking to the movie watcher and cartoon watcher here. You know? He doesn't read comics, Christian.
Light
up kryptonite heart, man. That's a must. And you know what? Like back on them 1/3 scales, like Zod and Cyborg Superman. Like Jesus Christ, man! Have you seen that thing with the kryptonite rings?
No.
Yeah. Oh, it looks absolutely amazing. We have to show you after the chat. Good
Two-Face and a...
Yeah, actually, you know what? He's one of the characters of the Batman villains that's sort of like been overlooked, the Black Mask. And yeah, like when you read the comics, he's pretty essential. Yeah, well, actually, see, this is the beautiful part of us being here in Australia, Christian. We've got like that, as we said, that pop culture store in Melbourne. So as long as you're not after the exclusive, you can always get it at retail from them. And even like these sold out pieces that you see from Sideshow and stuff like that go bang, like you can still pre-order the Batman Who Laughs through them and stuff like that. And a little shout out for our English viewers. There was actually a bloke from England who watches our channel, and he was messaging me on the side. Sorry, I had a bit of drink.
Can you tell?
Yeah, can you tell?
Can you tell?
My words. No, but he basically asked about like getting a piece from pop culture, and I put him in touch with Toby.
They did win by 7 points, bro. Yeah,
our team just lost the football, but we knew that was going to happen from the way they were playing.
Go the Giants for Sunday.
Yeah, that's it. Go the Giants for Sunday. And basically we put him in contact with the owner of Pop Culture, and he messaged about that because they're a Commonwealth country, they can do some way around the VATs and taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he got a 1/3 scale Iron Studios statue shipped cheaper than he could get from his retailers in England. You know what I mean? So that's a plus. Yes, that's right, Gotham. The Cats won by 7 points. We're now Giants members. We've been Giants members from foundation.
Well, we live out in Western Sydney.
We live in Western Sydney.
Yeah.
But before that, we were both hardcore Collingwood supporters before they came into the competition. So, yeah, you know, it hurts a bit watching your old team get beat like that, but they were playing like shit. So, and Y2 Fan 94, g'day, mate.
Hey,
always good to see fellow Aussies on. So, yeah, guys, any other further questions?
Wait. We keep forgetting Juggernaut.
Adrian's, okay, so this was
we're going to talk about it right now. No, we're going to talk about it right now.
Well, we're going to put it in the context.
Yeah.
So I was on CASC's chat today.
Yep.
And it was a topic that they brought up there because the Juggernaut just went up for pre-order and stuff. Now, they want $1,400 USD, which equals about like nearly $2,000 Australian for a quarter-scale maquette.
I can't see, Jay. We've got someone new. Can you shout out?
Oh, yeah, Russell Gunn. G'day, buddy.
I can't see. How you going, man?
So, yeah, Christian Mole said Juggernaut buying.
Not.
Now, you know what? I'm going to take a quick toilet break while Adrian's going to unleash on the Juggernaut. I'll be right back.
Oh, it was my first time being alone. Okay. Let's see how we go. I can see. I can now see. Hey, guys, how you going? So, Jason's gone. So, now, anyone want to talk shit about Jason while he's not here? Pressure, yeah, a bit of pressure. Yeah, no, exactly, man. The price for that piece is just absurd. 100% agree with you. I was looking at it. Jason was showing me. He's like, do you think this is worth? And I'm like, 100% nah. Especially when you're looking at a similar sign of the Bane. 100% no. I don't know what they're thinking with the pricing at all.
You know what I'm going to say?
Are you already back?
I'm back, bro.
Damn.
I was like, wash my hands.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, nah, but I was just saying, man, it was absurd, the pricing. As we were saying before when you showed me.
Yeah. Well, put it this way, Adrian was saying to me, he goes, well, how big is it? And I said, well, look, it's basically the same size as Bane. And Bane's up for sale for like, you know, $680 or something like that on the Sideshow website with free US shipping. And you're like, how does that bloody work, you know?
I don't get why Sideshow are doing it out of all people, though.
Well,
what were we saying? You could get like a, especially here, sorry, we could get like a Prime 1 third scale.
Yeah.
For cheap.
We could pre-order General Zod for the same price as what they're charging for the Juggernaut. So, yeah, it's a no-brainer there.
I agree. I'm not even going to consider.
And look, you know, people
know what I mean?
I was even guilty of it today on Tim's chat where I said basically, you know, I don't think that the scale's right and stuff. And then Rodney.
The 200,000 plus to get it.
And then Thor's partner, Rodney Jones, actually said Punisher Jones. He said, well, yeah, but look at the pose he's in. Look, he's full on lunging forward and crouched down. So the size and proportions are right, but man,
not the price.
A lot of money.
Not the price. Not the price. They got it wrong.
Yeah, and then as Russell Gunn said, you know, $2,000 to get it here. Like the shipping on that thing will be like, you know, $450.
Bro, it's just a straight no.
Yeah.
Absurd. Horribly wrong. I don't know why they priced it like that, though.
Well, actually, no. Christian Mole and Gabriel Ross have both said the Lobo from Prime 1 is that price. Now, I've got the premium format OG here, so I'll just show you. Hang on one sec. So I've got that there. And I'm going to admit, man, like that Prime 1/3 scale, if you were a hardcore Lobo fan, is definitely the one to get, man. And particularly if it's going to cost you the same price as a Juggernaut. Like, Jesus. And it's 3rd scale. Like, that thing's nearly a metre tall. So...
Well...
Yeah, Killer Croc. Exactly what Russell Gunn said. Killer Croc from the Batman Arkham line, which is, if you check out Batman Statue Collector's channel, that thing is massive. Like, he's got one of them angled roofs.
Yeah.
Like that, he's in his attic. And that thing takes up, like, mass amounts of real estate. It is huge. It's probably about, well, because this one's crouching, it's probably double the size. So it'd be easy up to here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More. Actually, probably up to here.
Nah, push.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Up to there.
Yeah.
Well, they can't even. Can they even see where you're measuring on the camera?
Yeah, they can. Sir.
Oh, there we go.
Look
at that. Angles. No, fair enough.
All right, guys. So, any questions you've got, feel free to shoot. There's nothing off limits.
It's the time. The time is now.
Yeah, the time.
We've had a few drinks in us.
A few beers and stuff like that, so we're not.
Thing. On the way to work, huh?
All right. No. Thor's just said if they made an Emperor on Throne quarter scale for $13.90 US, he would get it because his collection's not complete without it. And that is true. Look, this is Thor's dream piece. He's wanted that beautiful quarter scale. And you know what, Thor? I guarantee you, man, there's some custom maker out there now going, and they're going to do it for you. It just has to happen. Yeah, actually, the PCS Goro was around the same price as the Juggernaut. But, yeah, that thing is huge. Like, you're talking over a metre tall. It's 3rd scale. And, like, when you play the Mortal Kombat games, Goro, the one with the 4 arms.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember we saw it at WonderCon? Yeah. That thing is absolutely massive. Massive.
Look,
over a metre tall.
If you want to be real about it, it doesn't matter what the price. It just matters on the person and how bad they want it. How much of a fan are they of the piece and how much they like the piece.
Well,
and they'll get it.
Someone put up a poll on the Let You Geek Sideshow website.
Yeah.
On Facebook. And they said, Sideshow Juggernaut, yes or no, with the price. And 87% or something have said no. And these, 18 Barushi, Child of the Atom, dude, he's the biggest X-Men fan I know. And that's what he even said. He goes, look, man, there's way better fan arts that you can get for that price that are actually just as big and will actually match like his collection that he's got now.
Yeah.
So even for the hardcore X-Men fans, it's a bit of a no. Sideshow should get back into the Mythos Star Wars statues.
Hell yeah.
Hot toy version.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
hell yeah. Hell yeah. That Darth Vader, bro. That Darth Vader, man, was awesome. 100%.
Okay. I think from Christian Mole, I think the Huntress statue is hot, but don't know much about the character. Any good comics you'd recommend with Huntress? Yeah, dude. Okay, so there's a few different versions of the Huntress out there. The original was that basically she was from Earth 2, where Power Girl comes from. Okay? And basically she's the daughter in that reality of Batman and Catwoman. Okay? In the more modern iterations in the comics, she is actually Helena Bertinelli, and her father was a big-time mobster that informed on the families. And basically her entire family was assassinated. That's why she's got no compunction about using guns, crossbows, and that version really crosses with Batman quite a fair bit. So I'd go more for the daughter of Helena Wayne is her name. So I'd go more for that one if you want a really good story arc. And the Earth 2, what's the name? World's Finest, it's called. So they did a World's Finest during the New 52 comics. And in that one, they actually covered that story where they get pulled from Earth 2 into our reality. And Huntress is still being Huntress, but Power Girl with her intelligence and power level becomes like a Lex Luthor type person.
Power Girl with her intelligence.
Dude, okay. This is the thing. People have to shit on Power Girl a fair bit, including you. You go, oh, she's nothing but power, Judge. And stuff like that.
Her intelligence. I said her intelligence.
So you guys can see Supergirl here, but you can't see Power Girl. Oh, you can see Power Girl in the back corner too.
Look at that intelligence.
Now, she is actually an older version of Supergirl growing up.
Yep.
You know? So in that regard, yeah, she does have heightened intelligence, as most Kryptonians do, you know? So, yeah, sorry, Christian, you got me on a bit of a roll there with
well, you know what? You should have asked me the question. The answer would have been, I don't know. They didn't make a movie of it yet.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Get out of here.
Dude, how many kick-ass comics have I handed to you and said, you should read this? And I come back a month later and you go, no, I haven't read it.
I was reading for 4 years at uni, man. The last thing I wanted to do was read some more. And I wasn't into it, man. Make a movie, make an animation. I can watch it. But, geez, overreading.
Well, actually, okay, so there we go. We're talking about animation now.
All right, there we go. New topic.
Cry for Blood, great read from Gotham 158. Yeah, it is. It is a good read.
All right.
Well, what did you think of the Superman, Death of Superman, and the Return of Superman movies?
If that was the actual movie?
Yeah, the new animated ones.
No, I'm saying if that was an actual movie, that would be kick-ass.
Yeah.
Like, if they actually made that an actual movie, damn. DC would be doing good in the movie department if they made those movies. I'm just saying. I know it doesn't go really in order or anything, but...
Christian Mole, dude, man. Okay, so he's got Kingdom Come Absolute coming on Monday, right? Mate, it is still one of them books that I pick up at least once a year and read the 4 issues. You can even go further. There's a website called getcomics.info. So you can check out one called The Kingdom, which is basically where this is hard because I don't want to give a spoiler, all right? But there's an event where a big, massive nuclear blast happens in Kingdom Come, and Superman is actually tears the time stream open, and he's plucked from there into the mainstream DC universe and joins the JSA, you know, and that's called The Kingdom. And there was a certain run in Jeff Johns' JSA where older, like 50-year-old Superman was part of the JSA, and that was absolutely fantastic. Gabriel Ross, you know I'm going to go see that shit. Like, I've been hanging for the real Captain Marvel, man. Big time. Sadly, though, some of our American viewers are going to get to see it from tomorrow onwards because there's advanced screenings and stuff like that. Here in Australia, they're sticking really tightly to the 5th of April release date, pretty much because that crosses over our Easter long weekend. So it's going to maximize sales and stuff like that. So sadly, I've got to wait till then, till Easter long weekend, and then go out on the Thursday night and go see that. And I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I mean, I've tried to engage A-Team in a bet, whether me getting an X-Men statue or him getting a Batman statue, but he wouldn't take the bet over the new X-Men movie or Captain Marvel. I think in hindsight, he wishes he did. Because he particularly would have said, like, the Captain Marvel movie with how much money it's made over the first weekend and stuff like that. But, yeah, bar that, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going right. It's basically copying the Jeff Johns redo of Shazam since New 52 Rebirth, which I think is fantastic. They've modernized the character, made him a bit more relatable to people, you know, reading comics and watching things today. So, you know, like little things like, for example, this is a 15-year-old kid that suddenly becomes a grown man. First thing he does is go to a, 7-Eleven. Where is your finest beer, sir? You know, like over there, you know, you know. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of comedy. And as I've said before, that with Superman and Batman, like, these are pre-established characters. You know what I mean? So everyone's either seen the old movies, the old cartoons, read a comic here and there, or they know about the characters. With Shazam, that's not the case. you know. So I think Shazam, they've hit that right, doing the modern story arc. They've really hit the nail on the head by aiming at people that aren't into the comics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to that. And look, we've got the Caramello Koalas. This is when you know you've hit the big time, man. Caramello Koalas.
Jason's starting to get spoiled because it's his birthday in a few hours. An hour and 20 minutes to his 61.
42, thank you.
He's an old bastard now. So,
right, I'm going to throw over to Adrian and let him ask.
Oh, it's your turn to go.
Your turn, yeah.
It's my turn. Don't leave me. So, any more questions, guys? Maybe while Jason's gone. Good time. Wait, quick question to you guys. When you guys got Shazam out in your cinemas? Because apparently we're getting like a week late. So what's your dates? This Saturday. It's out. It's out because we got it out on the I'm pretty sure it's out on the 4th of April. Here. So I think because it's Easter weekend or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, Rose going tomorrow. Oh yeah, we have to wait for it. Yeah, that's right. Today, okay. All right. Yeah. So, I think I missed a question. So, what's that? Wait, Russell's saying. So, what's the statue count now?
Statue count now is okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12, wait a second.
46 quarter scales and still a bunch of 1/6 to sell. So
hey Mark, how you going? Mark said hi.
Oh, Mark Randolph, g'day buddy, how you going? And look, we've got Buckley has come to join us for our live chat. Oh, Russell Gunn, yeah, it is a bloody comedy. I'm telling you now, we're half tanked and just happen to. The title of the video is true. Have a beer with Bondy and get smashed.
This is what you guys get.
Yeah,
100%.
It's Friday night here in Australia. What do you expect, man? You know that we're a bunch of alcoholics. So.
It's funny.
Yeah, well, I see Gabriel Ross said that Shazam comes out in the US today.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I asked him why you're gone. You told me earlier today we're getting it delayed, which I didn't know about.
Yeah, because they're going for the big money.
The Easter.
Yeah, Easter long weekend, man.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, in Australia, the two biggest weekends of movie box office is Christmas Boxing Day.
Which was Aquaman.
Yeah, so Aquaman, you know, that opened Boxing Day, and that was killer here. And the next big one that they're aiming for is Shazam, you know, which will come out on
Dude, I'm really pumped for that movie, man. I can't wait.
I put it in the when we were in America last year, we actually experienced Easter in America, and we were surprised. There's no public holiday like here in Australia. Easter Friday is a public holiday, and Easter Monday is a public holiday. So you get a 4-day long weekend.
Yeah.
So that puts into context why it's such a big thing. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think Russell was talking about Shazam. It looks like a bloody comedy. I thought you was talking about us. Yeah. We're a comedy too. No, but... and, yeah, look, I think it is, but that's what I'm saying. They're aiming at that audience that don't read the comics or, follow the character. Like, if they went the serious route, it'd be unbelievable in modern day sense. You know, okay, say originally in the comic, I'll put it in the context for you because you haven't read the comics.
No, obviously.
Originally is he's like a young radio presenter and he's emancipated. You know what I mean? So he's basically sued his guardians and retained ownership of himself, and he's pretty rich and stuff. I don't think a rich Shazam would go down really well in today's modern age.
No.
And we'll go up to the topic. Gabriel Ross has asked, Gotham 1358 has asked, are we watching Doom Patrol? I'm watching every episode.
He bugs me every day.
Every day
he bugs me about it.
Dude, you've got to watch Doom Patrol.
No, because I was watching Love, Death, and Robots, the Netflix series, bro. Has anyone watched that yet?
Yes, a lot of people have fucking watched that.
How mad is it?
Still haven't watched Doom Patrol.
But how mad? I want to know people in the chat.
From the question,
I'm talking to people in the chat, Jason. You need to settle, pedal. All right, settle. We actually missed a few comments. What did we miss?
Yeah, but we're dealing with this one first. Okay, don't deviate, bro. Watch fucking Doom Patrol. It just gets better and weirder every single episode.
How good is it? Yeah, Love, Death, Robots.
No, you're skipping to the fucking end, man.
No, I asked the question, they're answering. I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying it's really good. Bro. The Shapeshifter one was good. The first episode, it was like, holy crap, got me into it.
See, I don't know what you're talking about because I haven't watched it yet. But okay. Gabriel Ross is also asking what DC film he's curious about is New Gods. I think it's supposed to come out next year. 2020 or 2021 from the release catalog from DC Films. And man, if they pay homage to Jack Kirby's original story arc and that shit, that is going to be off the chain. So you don't know much about the New Gods because you don't read the comics and haven't been in the animated series and that so far.
Yeah.
The New Gods are Darkseid and Highfather. Highfather's like the light version of Darkseid. Now, Darkseid's got his entire army of minions and stuff, and so does Highfather. So they traded suns as a pact to stop the planets at war, right? So I hope this is the story that they go down because it'll be more of a Mr. Miracle and Orion story arc. If they do that, fantastic. So Mr. Miracle is Highfather, the good guy's son.
Oh, yep.
And he trades him for Darkseid's son, Orion. Right? So Darkseid's son, Orion, is pretty much like the same sort of power level as Darkseid, but he's pure evil and stuff like that. And Mr. Miracle's like, kind-hearted and meek, and, his power is that you put him in any prison or anything like that, and this guy will find an escape. So they trade sons to basically create an end of the eternal war between light and dark. Okay, so basically, if one attacks the other, they'll execute each other's son. Okay, now Orion grows up on New Genesis, which is Apocalypse from the cartoons and that you've seen where Darkseid lives, where Superman's gone to kick the shit out of him and stuff like that. New Genesis is like heaven on earth, and they actually rule in like a sky city above the people that live below them.
Yeah.
Now on Apocalypse, Darkseid's the ultimate will, and he creates the feeling that the lower class can rise up purely just to crush them because he gets his jollies that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So complete opposites. And so you're going to have Orion go to New Genesis, and he ends up becoming like a guy that hates his father. He realizes that the New Genesis is the way, and Mr. Miracle is just like, I've got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So this guy can get out of anything. So I'm hoping that's the story arc that they go through. Christian Mole is actually the Prime One pieces are looking sick in the background, guys from Culture Cave. Thank you very much, mate. I think they look absolutely amazing with the new DC Rebirth line. So I'm waiting to see how they look with Wonder Woman next to them. And then I'm getting the Prime One Flash. So I'm going to build up the original 7 with a mixture of Prime One and Sideshow. So finally we'll get the entire Justice League.
Looking forward to it.
I'm really hoping that someone does a Martian Manhunter. Wink, wink, prime one.
What are we working through? The ones we missed?
Yeah, Christian. Here we are. So, Christian Mole, do you think Superman will make a cameo in Shazam?
No.
I think he will.
No?
Yeah.
You reckon? You reckon they're going to do like the Marvel link properly? Because they've been doing it with
the end credit scene sort of thing.
No, but just like the mention or the brief, like just something to give you the realization that they're in the same universe.
Well, okay. So put it this way:
so
if you're sticking true to the comics. Billy Batson is a young bloke. Out of all the heroes that he idolizes, is basically Superman. Yeah. So when he gets some powers, he really wants to emulate Superman. So I would dare say you'll probably get in the end scene or something like that where Henry Cavill Superman, because he's contracted for another 7 movies, guys. So yeah, he's not. They haven't announced Man of Steel 2 yet, but they have said a lot of the appearances will be cameos in other films.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't get that. So yeah, most likely then. I honestly thought myself it wouldn't be.
You'll see him at the end of the Shazam movie offering Shazam or Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel, offering Captain Marvel membership to the JLA.
So the real.
Yeah, but it's true. He is. Like he was Captain Marvel before.
All right, let's go down the list, Jay.
All right.
Russell,
do you think he'll take that? Answers your question too, there, Christian Mole. That I believe he will. Like you keep getting too close to the camera.
I can't see. I told him I don't have my glasses. I actually can't see the text.
Blind. See, there's another difference more than the Odd Couple because I've got 20/20 vision. He's a blind bastard.
I can't see. I actually can't read from you.
All right. So. Okay, Culture Cave, I've seen Love, Death, and Robots. I really like most of the episodes. The first episode was the Alita meets Ready Player One.
Yeah, basically. And I said mine Shapeshifters was a good one.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, now I'm really keen to see it.
I told him to watch it too. So he's the Doom Patrol. All right, if I watch Doom Patrol...
I'll watch that. Yeah,
all right, deal. All right, yeah, deal.
All right,
we'll switch. All right, there we go. What's next, Jason? What do we miss?
Okay, so... Yeah, Gotham 135, mate. Let's just hope Darkseid's Furies are in it. Now, that's Big Barda, right? Big Barda's the captain of the Furies, and she falls in love with Highfather's son, Mr. Miracle.
Yep.
And she ends up, removed. So, yeah, I'm really hoping if they're going to... Well, that's what I'm saying. That them two story arcs tie hand in hand. And we will see the female Furies, which are basically like his honor guard. Remember when the cartoon that we saw with Superman Apocalypse, where you saw Supergirl get brainwashed by Darkseid that she was actually one of his daughters and she was going to be the captain of his honor guard and stuff like that. That's the honor guard they're talking about. That's the Furies.
Yep.
So Lashina and a bunch of other characters. Like Lashina just was sort of my favorite because she's pretty hot, sort of thing.
Calm down.
Dude.
Yeah, I do. I'm about to go get another drink in a second. Just give me a sec. Russell said something that I missed. Where do you watch that? Netflix. That's Love, Death, and Robots is on Netflix. So if you want to hit that up.
No, he's asking about Doom Patrol. Actually.
Oh, Doom Patrol. No, that's the last one. I'm talking about this one up here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So you skipped that one. Yeah, see.
Yeah. Yeah. Russell.
Netflix.
Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. Yeah. Okay, so. Christian Mole saying, nice setup in the background. Thank you very much, buddy. Now, people spend a fortune on these art prints and stuff like that, and yeah, they look sexy. But, when you're talking about like a quarter of the cost of a quarter-scale statue.
Priorities, bro.
Right, so $15 posters from my local comic book shop.
Zing.
Zing and stuff like that. Now, I am a bit pissed off that DC actually don't produce too many posters. If you go down there, it's mainly Marvel.
Yeah.
You can get Captain Marvel, X-Men, Avengers, all these movie posters and everything like that. With DC, they tend to be a bit restrictive to what they actually release. So a lot of it, going down the track, I've actually got a lot of high-definition prints of Alex Ross's art.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at getting that printed up to a nice poster size and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, so what do we got next?
Well, what are we up to? Cause you know what? I'm not going to lean in. You can do the reading for me.
All right, yeah.
So,
Culture Cave is asking, do you think we'll get a new Sideshow Gambit PF soon? I'm going to refer to what 18 Baruchi, Child of the Atom, told us, and he actually asked them that question at New York Comic Con, and they said no. Now, at that time, I think that may have been before the Marvel Disney, the merger between Disney and Fox.
Yep.
So now that may be on the cards. So short answer is no. Long-term answer, potentially yes.
Question mark.
Yeah, question mark.
So leave it to that. So what's next? What do we have next?
Where do we watch Doom Patrol? Russell, so we don't have... It's not on Netflix yet. So I actually download the torrents from Easy TV.
Oh my God, I'm getting out of here. We're getting arrested.
Yeah, piracy.
We're getting arrested.
Now, so no, basically, like here in Australia, they come out of a Saturday afternoon. So about 2 o'clock, Doom Patrol usually gets put up there, and I'll download that from there and then just rip into it, you know.
Wait, do they have a Netflix in America or something?
No, because they've got the DC streaming services started up now.
No, I tried to look into that.
We don't have it here. It's not available outside the US. So
what the hell, DC, man?
Yeah.
Hey, Warners, hit us up.
Yeah.
What is that?
But look, since Jeff Johns taken over that part, you know, like since he's removed himself from DC Comics and now he's part of the new division of Warner Brothers, which is the DC film and TV branch. I mean, we've seen Aquaman, Titans, Doom Patrol.
Bro, Titans, man.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is going to be awesome.
Oh my God.
But, like, you know, we're actually seeing great quality content coming out. And it's because they've actually said, look, okay, so the comics are selling well. The story's good. Can we translate, like, what are we doing wrong in the movies? And he said, man, what you're doing wrong is you're stepping all over stuff. Thank you very much, Whiplash Collector, Stephen Lee. Oh, Jesus, man. You're going triple shots now. Thank you very much, mate. I like the crew cut too. Even though I have been called Spider-Man's boss already today.
You have to do the laugh. You have to do the laugh.
No, J. Jonah Jameson, you know, from the Spider-Man movies.
You have to do the laugh.
What laugh?
Laugh he does. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Culture Cave is asking if we're going to Supernova Sydney again this year. I'm looking forward to see the pop culture booth again. Yes, 100% we will be going.
100%.
We'll probably be covering the 3 days of the event, so we'll be doing the cosplay competition.
It's easy for us to get to, mate.
Yeah,
we just go on the
we literally live 15 minutes away from Olympic Park. Yeah. So for us, it's like $20 parking for the day, and sweet as. Gotham 1358 is saying if we want to try something different, just read Mad Love, the novel, not comic. Oh, we'll have to check that out because I have read the comic, but I haven't read the graphic novel. So if there's something new in that, I'll definitely get into that. Yeah, actually, Russell, yeah, spot on the money, mate. New job, new cut. You know, basically got to look clean and crisp stuff starting at this new job, so I can't walk in there looking like a scumbag with 5-day growth and stuff like that. So
scumbag.
Yeah, scumbag.
I actually have a question for everyone watching. Do you think, because we've had the discussion a few times when we've watched movies and we have different opinions, because Jason's a hard nut comic book kind of side.
Well, look, I'll put it in the context. So we went and saw Batman versus Superman in the movies, right? And we've walked out, and Adrian's gone, that was fantastic. Oh, I love that movie. And I went, man, let me tell you all the shit they did wrong. Yeah. And he just like looked at me like with this blank look. What are you talking about? I go, well, man, you know, they were trying to do The Dark Knight Returns, but, you know, they fucked up in this area and this area and this area. And he's going, well, I haven't read the comics. So
my point was in the question, it's like, what do you think the balance should be with the Marvel and DC superhero films? So obviously you got to cater to a mixed market. You've got the hardcore comic book fans, and then you've got the people that, like myself, that really just watch the movies. What do you think they should hit for that? Like, do you think they should go more always, like some people say, go to the comic book route, or should they try to redo it for suiting for more people that, you know, coming in fresh?
All right, well, it's a double-edged sword. Okay, so if you want to placate the fans, like the fans and the character and stuff like that, you go for the comic book accuracy sort of thing.
He's pulling me in again.
Move your chair back. Just move it back. Yeah, there you go.
Caught on the carpet.
So, if you're going to do that, you do that regard. You know, if you want to pay homage to the fans and stuff like that. But if you're going for the money, like seriously, if you're going for the money, and this is like, let's be honest, this is what both Marvel, DC, they're all, it's about the money. You need to enter an enterprise without trying to make profit.
Obviously, yep.
You know, so if you go on that, you want to go more the kiddie route. You know, now Marvel have proven that formula.
Well, Disney proven it through their
formula. Well, no, Marvel first, then Disney acquired them. And they've still copied that formula going
forward. Because it seems like to me, Marvel just followed Disney, bro. Because Disney been doing that for ages with all their stuff, man. Even if you look at the animation, cartoon and stuff. But
they're
the ones that harness that formula.
Yeah,
we're talking about.
Yeah, they tend to go with what's trending.
Yes.
You know, like if it's ethnic minorities trending or if it's LGBT or something like that, they'll tend to go down that path.
What are you talking about that? Where have they done that?
Well, they've done it with a bunch of their characters. They've turned them gay or...
Is this the comics?
Yeah, in the comics.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, in that regard, you know, I think that, you know, they've lost a lot of hardcore fans in that regard that actually read the comics and stuff. You know,
well, the last time we checked, they're not doing too well in the comic book department, aren't they?
No, DC's actually smashing them. But then, look, you know, DC's had a major amount of events in the last, like, year or so.
Yep.
So you've got, like, Rebirth that started up. They've brought back the old Superman, which brought back a lot of fans. They had the Dark Knight's Metal series, the Justice League Drowned Earth. You've also got, this is just in the comics, mind you, which if you read them, you'd be amazed. Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah.
And now they're doing with the popularity of the Batman Who Laughs. Now, even you, I showed you images of that comic and you went, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, it's pretty.
You know, I know hardcore Marvel fans. There's a person there called Barbara Lopez. Guys, if you haven't checked her out, she does awesome reviews. She's got an amazing room tour on MCE and that, so definitely check that out. But she's 100% X-Men and Marvel, like A-Team is.
Yeah.
Right? And she's actually pre-ordered this piece. And she said to me today, she's going to put it in a bedroom. And I said, man, if I put this shit in my bedroom, your mum would divorce me. You've seen this thing. It's terrifying as hell, you know. But from that, he's actually become a really popular character. And they've actually been doing a comic book of his own, Batman Who Laughs book.
Mm.
And they've introduced another character called the Grim Knight, which is basically a mix of the Punisher and Batman.
Yep.
Where he's actually Batman Bruce Wayne from another reality, but he uses guns and shit like that. You know, and he's jury-rigged like the entire of Gotham City as his own personal death trap to take people out like a push of a button. So, you know, in our Batman, he's got characters like the Joker, Penguin, stuff like that. In his world, no, they never existed because as soon as they popped up, boom. There we go. Problem solved. You know, yeah.
Yeah,
now, I can tell by your face. You're like, I might be interested in this Grim Knight comic. But yeah, so...
Can we catch up with the comments?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry.
We've got a few.
Where
were we last?
Okay, from Stephen Lee, Blash Collectors, are you going to put any of your statues in your new office? Hell no. Hell no. I will not be bringing any of my collectibles to my workspace. Even though I work from home currently and I've got them all surrounding me and stuff like that, there is going to be a withdrawal period. But at the end of the day, I always get to come back here and get to view them in their glory.
Actually, I think you'll be more special now.
Yeah, I'll probably appreciate them a bit more. Yeah.
So,
Gotham 1358 has said, yep, if you're doing a movie, don't make it too different to the comic lines. Try to keep the movie pure or do it as a non-fiction comic story, except origin. Yeah, 100% agree.
Okay.
You know, like, to cater to new people like you, if you want to modernize a character, have no references to certain comic book arcs and just create an entirely new story.
Yeah, actually, fair enough.
Prime example of that is the Flash TV show on the CW.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, like they've basically just gone their own route, like completely rewritten the history of the Flash. And
although later seasons seemed to drop, the start was good with that.
Yeah, the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, really, and then it dropped, and it was like I honestly lost interest in the show. Is it still going?
Yeah, it's the last season. Oh no, Arrow's in the last season now.
I heard season 8, isn't it? Yeah.
Sorry. So, Christian Mole, then you have the agenda-driven political crap that ruins it. It does.
Don't get me started. Dude,
I am with you 100% on the regard, man, because, I mean, look, we read comics because the real world shit, you know, and we read that stuff to escape, you know. And the last thing you want is to be reinforced the shit that's going on in the real world in your comics. You know, you're like, And in that regard, look, DC do it well. You know what I mean? So I'll go in the context of, they always ask, like, people that aren't fans of the JLA and stuff like that, why don't they do more? Like, they've got all this power. They could solve all the world's problems now. It's not for them to solve. They're fighting villains. Yeah, they're fighting villains and shit that want to destroy the universe or the planet and stuff like that. Political dramas and shit like that, and fighting for rights of certain individuals and shit just doesn't float their boat. So Star Wars got destroyed and they desecrated the characters. Yeah. Look, well, put it this way. I've been to every single Star Wars movie since The Empire Strikes Back in the cinemas. And when we went and saw The Last Jedi, that was the only Star Wars movie that I've been to see in the cinemas where people were actually snoring or laughing.
I was sitting next to blokes. I was sitting next to blokes full jest, but I was laughing with them. It was a joke. Horrible film. Yeah. I don't care what anyone else. Horrible film. It's my opinion. Everyone can like it.
Bro. I got a special break. We've got Batman royalty here. Your idol. Chris, the Batman statue collector here, who's just got the Prime 1 Hush 1/3 scale that looks absolutely sexy. And everyone, subscribe to his channel because you want to see this unboxing tomorrow. If you want to see someone that will absolutely gush over a Prime 1 piece, this is the piece that was made for his collection, like 100%. I don't know anyone. I know you love Batman. This guy... Like, his name is channel Batman statue collection.
Oh, no. You don't have to look. Next level, guys. Next level, completely. Like the next stage. All right. But yeah, we've got to look back to Star Wars because we can say whatever we want. I have had a few drinks in me. I don't really give a crap right now. But Disney.
Well, look, no, I want to go another route with you with Star Wars, right? When you were a kid, the prequels came out, and that's what you grew up on. You watched the prequels first.
No. I did not watch the prequels first. Don't you remember? He made me watch the first three first. He made me watch. I loved it. Like 5 and 6 were great,
when they're young, they're impressionable, guys. Yeah, so get into them when they're young.
Yeah, but 5 and 6 was great, you know. And when the new ones came out, obviously they were good too. You didn't really like number 3 that much. I actually find number 3 awesome personally. I just like the order, bro. The order made it awesome.
The only thing that got me with the third of the prequels was so he goes from being ultra good to going and killing young kids in a heartbeat.
Yeah, basically that's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Okay, I'm the dark side now. Yeah, kill the younglings.
It reminds me of Robot Chicken when he's killing the flowers.
Well, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, if you haven't watched the Robot Chicken special of Star Wars, like that's an absolute pisser.
There you go. Yes. Yeah, but look, to be honest, one I can watch from this day dot. I can watch 1 to 6 easy, repeat. I love it. I don't care, man. It's the way it is. It's awesome. I gotta watch the new ones. It makes me cringe that hard. Like I haven't touched ever since the cinema. I haven't gone and actually tried to rewatch.
10 minutes into The Last Jedi with that Poe making jokes.
No, that was it. That was it. They killed Admiral Akbar, man.
Yeah, man.
Killed him, man. What was that? What was that?
You know what it is? That's what we call a honey trap. That you kill bloody.
How dare you? Seriously, man. That pissed me off. That actually pissed me off in the movie.
Well, actually, no,
I actually have to say something to Jason in the movie.
I've had a disagreement on my statement about episode 3 from Thor Gunnarsson, the Dark Lord that we all bow to. He actually said that episode 3 is pure porn. For an evil Sith Lord like yourself, I'm not surprised.
You loved it, didn't you, Thor? You loved it.
But you know what? You know what really
I have the high ground now.
Imagine Samuel L. Jackson leaping up using the Force to pull back up. I'm back, motherfucker, with my purple lightsaber there. That would have been porn. Actually, Batman Statue Collector just said that he's unboxing, he's uploading now. So hopefully Chris is done by the end of this chat and I can jump straight out of this chat and view that shit because I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, Han should have shot first against Kylo. Yeah, that's true, man. He shot first against Guido, so yeah, he could have bloody easily taken.
To be honest, I've actually honestly deleted everything from the new Star Wars out of my brain.
Look,
I can't deal with it, man. No, it's horrible.
All right, so crap. Just by cinematic versions of Star Wars, right?
It's crap.
We've gone from Darth Sidious, the Emperor, to Darth Vader, his apprentice, to Kylo Ren, the whingy bitch that takes his shirt off and
the nipple man.
I'm communicating.
The nipple man. Bro.
I can see you. Can you see my nipples? You know, like,
bro, it's a joke.
Yeah,
it's a joke. It is seriously a joke. No one can convince me otherwise. It is disgusting.
The only way they can salvage that storyline,
they can't. It's gone. It's
gone.
No.
Latest, bro. You played Star Wars: The Old Republic with me online. Yeah. Now, remember the Revanites?
Yep.
So Darth Revan and the Greys. You know that there's no light or dark. There's an in between, and you harness the powers of both.
Yep.
Right. If both him and Rey go down that route, I think that's the only way they can redeem the franchise.
Do you want my opinion? It's already dead.
It's
already dead. Just sack it and then try to get someone else to do it. Take it off them, man. You can't because Disney. But you know what I mean? Like, that's horrible, bro.
They are doing something good in the Star Wars universe that Thor has hinted at on the Darth Castle channel. They're doing a TV series on the Old Republic. So we're going to see like that story.
They better not screw it up.
Dude,
they better not.
It's a TV series, so
they better not.
Yeah.
It's a TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a movie.
Yeah.
Which
they can't screw that up, can they?
When they were doing that thing with the new thing and stuff like that, if they had just followed what is no longer canon, right? Which you know what canon is?
Sorry?
Canon is that's the golden rule, you can't break it.
Okay.
Right. And in the old universe, after the old movies, when there was a big gap between no movies and stuff being made, they did a story arc where Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, this guy was... Now, you know, when you see the Empire through the old movies, and all the people in the Empire are humans.
Yep.
Right? Thrawn was the only one of the aliens. It was a blue-skinned with red eyes. I'm trying to remember what the name of his race is, but someone in the channel...
Thor.
Yeah, Thor. What was the name of his race?
What was the name of his race?
And anyway, Chiss. I think it was Chiss.
Sorry?
Chiss. CHISS. But anyway, this guy was a brilliant military tactician and a brilliant weapon designer. He actually is the guy who created the plans for the Death Star. Mm-hmm. And you know, Chiss. Chiss. So, and he also, you remember Vader's Super Star Destroyer that he had? You know, that big mega one? Well, there's actually two in the Imperial fleet. One's owned by Grand Admiral Thrawn, and the other one's owned by Darth Vader.
Yep.
Right? So after the events of, you know, the Battle of Endor and the rebellion win, and they dethrone the government, which is basically the Empire, and become the new government, they're on the hunt for the remnants of the Empire, which is basically Grand Admiral Thrawn and his fleet.
Yeah.
Well, dude, these guys tear shit up. You know, like they become the new rebellion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you've got all here, right? This is interesting but where did Disney go? Wait, who said it? Who said it? A galaxy far, far away. I can't see, but can you shout out, please? That's 100% spot on.
Yeah.
Far away, man. Like, that's not coming back. That's gone. It's gone. It is.
Yeah.
And do we have someone new?
Yeah, Gotham1358 said thought Bondy was that drunk that he was talking about Avatar.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, come on, bro.
Jesus.
Come on, man, I'm not that drunk. Oh, yeah, I am.
You are. But wait, we have someone new, man.
We've got 8-Bit Flea. 8-Bit Flea, the man. How are you, buddy? So
cheers,
yeah, basically, any questions you've got to ask, 8-Bit, nothing's off limits, man. We've been ragging on Star Wars, on Marvel, on...
Well, I think Thor... Wait, Thor, do you like the new Star Wars? I don't remember if Thor's... I don't... He will respond. So...
Well, he's tried to find the positives.
Thor, come on, man.
Dude, no, okay. So, you know how we are with DC?
He's with Star Wars.
He is with Star
Wars. Well, we know
right?
that.
So, he's trying to cling onto any glimmer. Dude, we've jumped ship.
Not really?
Yeah, we've jumped ship.
Thought. Tell me what you think about the new Star Wars. I want to say just like, it doesn't have to be a paragraph or anything, but just brief sentence.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the new Star Wars, right? So, hang on a minute. The Rebellion have won. They're no longer the Rebellion, right? They're the fucking government. They run shit, right? Whatever wasn't the Empire's is now theirs.
Yeah.
Okay? So, you've got the entire galaxy against this group called the New Order.
Okay. Wait. Can you read out Thor's comment?
Yeah, Thor said actually Kylo was the only bright spot in The Last Jedi for me.
Wait, could you? Why?
Don't, bro.
Thor,
You
why?
just fucking triggered
No.
him.
I'm not triggering him. I actually want to know because maybe he will put some insight, like because I can't see. So maybe if he says something like, why?
Yeah, but I'm going to go on with what I'm saying.
Go on while we wait. Right,
while we're waiting for Thor to type his paragraph of text.
Go.
Now, this is why I didn't like the movies, right?
Yeah.
So they're the ruling government, and they've got to beg for forces and shit like that to help them fight this new empire that's just sprung up, the New Order.
Yeah.
That's enslaving Outer Rim worlds and stuff like that. Cock in hand, man. Cock in hand. 100%. You know why?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest. Yeah. Let's put it into context in the real world. Because when you look back at the old Star Wars, the Empire were Nazis. They were the Nazis, and everyone who joined against them were the Allies. That's what it was. It was basically a retelling of World War II, but on a fucking galactic scale.
Yeah, but in space.
In space, in a galaxy far, far away. So that was the appeal of it.
Yeah.
You know, you knew who the bad guys were. You knew who the good guys were. There was...
But it can go deeper than that.
Well, that's what they tried. That's what they tried in this new reboot.
No, I'm saying the reboot. I'm actually, if you look at it, like the Empire and what their beliefs and stuff. So you know what? I'm saying.
That's because you're a Nazi, Adrian, and you believe in Nazi ideals.
Bro, don't even. What the fuck? No, I'm just saying, like the we spoke about this in what was the online game? The Star. Fuck, I can't believe you said it to me. The online Star Wars
The Old
game.
Republic. Star Wars, the Old Republic.
No, the newer one.
Yeah, that's the one. The one we just play online.
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. No, because remember, like they like you had the core beliefs of the both sides, the Jedi and the Sith.
But dude, who did we play as? Did either of us create a Jedi?
Sith.
Of course, man.
It's more fun.
The Sith have more fun.
But what I'm I'm not even gonna go keep going on. Just
right, yeah. So we're gonna get off that, but anyway.
Oh my god.
From 8-Bit Flea, The Last Jedi was a disappointment to me.
Yep.
Yeah, big time. Christian Mole said Leia Poppins was
Leia Supermaning through freaking space.
That's what it was. She was fucking Superman.
Bro, that's when the whole cinema started losing their shit.
Dude, we actually heard raucous laughter in the premiere that we saw when that happened. They're like,
it was a joke.
And people going, no way.
She was dead. So how come Aaron and Akbar couldn't come out? That would have been better. Man. If he came out and there was Superman, I'd be like, yeah.
Legendary Jedi.
He's in the house.
It's a trap. You know, that's it. Thor said he did what Vader could not. He killed his emperor and took lead as the master.
But hey, wait. But
no, he's got a valid point.
No, he's got a valid point. But how weak was that emperor?
Yes, Snoke, man. There was no backstory to him.
Bro, I mean, this guy just got owned like 2 seconds.
Darth Sidious, we saw what over the period of
he tricked him from the start.
He played everybody.
But then this new emperor is like, yeah, me the dark side. Freaking gets stabbed.
What about George Lucas' original theory? You know, Jar Jar.
Bro, that would have been awesome if
Jar Jar was meant to be the mastermind.
Bro, how good would that have been?
That would have been mega mind-blowing shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Thor.
Okay, so
bro.
Thor said... Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. So Gotham 1358 said, help me, Obi-Wan. Thor said, but as a whole, no, didn't like The Force Awakens either. Yeah, same here. Rogue One was on the money. Fuck yes, it was.
Man. Like that was perfect.
What that was perfect. You've taken the core history of Star Wars, done a side part where, let's be honest, in the original Star Wars Episode 4 was just a byline. Near the end of the movie, many Grand Botham spies gave their life to retrieve this data,
and you had no idea about them.
Yeah. Fuck, people have died to get this data. Oh, how cool! And then they make a movie out of it that you're just like, man, I'm invested in these people. What? They've all died? No way, man, motherfucker.
You actually felt kind of bad at the end of the movie, like, holy shit.
But here's the thing. You even knew. You knew
it was going to happen. Yeah, it had,
Like, it had to happen that way because it was already set. And like, I think the fan reaction trailer that we saw, remember the guy that showed his girlfriend the first screening of it at home when it came out on Blu-ray? She hadn't seen it at the cinemas.
Yeah.
Of Rogue One. And then she was like she just got into Star Wars, so she only watched the original 3, and then she watched Rogue One. And she was geeking out. Oh my God. So that's the beginning of the first one. You know, and you're like, yeah, man, it tied in fucking seamlessly.
They did it perfect.
And that scene with Vader. Oh my God.
Bro,
you know?
that was nerdgasm.
Yeah.
Ultimate nerdgasm.
Yeah. All right. Rebels, they all made males into idiots in the last. Dude, this is the thing. Okay, so I get they're trying to go down the female empowerment route,
but not too far, bro.
Well,
not too. They go too
far. They
go too far.
Okay,
they go too far.
Look, I like Star Trek more than Star Wars, right? But in Star Trek, the women were bimbos. Like if you go back to the original 60s one, they were bimbos that answered to their males. Yes, boss. What can I do for you, boss? You know, it was like Mad Men. It was like Mad Men. Mad Men, but in space.
Mad Men in space. Are you crazy, bro?
Now, Star Wars really set the benchmark. So you had a chick, Princess Leia.
Yep.
Telling admirals, soldiers,
make out with
listen. Fuck what you're saying. Listen to me. I'm the boss here. And they're like, yes, ma'am. 3 bags full, ma'am. The leader of the rebellion, Mon Mothma, wasn't a bloke. It was a fucking woman. You know, so the person who came up with the idea to birth this rebellion was founded by a woman. So female empowerment was already well there.
Yeah, but see how it's like stale, it's logical.
No, but then they went too far.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They went freaking bang, like through the wall.
And they give command to this female admiral that we're meant to respect that her plan could have worked without the destruction of the 14 support
vessels Jason,
they had in the
Jason, she's female. She can fly through fucking space.
Yeah.
Come, like, seriously, bro? Like, bro, you can roast me all you want about that. That's fucking bullshit. I'm calling it right now. Like, get out of here, man. That's bullshit. And Admiral Akbar is floating the dead fish in space. Like, come on, man.
Okay, no, look, 8-Bit Fleece said it best here, you know. Yeah, my wife was like, when they were watching it, wait, she can fly? Lol, she's not even in Star Wars. You know, like, yeah, that's it, man. Suddenly I'm fucking Kryptonian and can just fly through space and not have to breathe. And
that's even with you're dead. You're in space, bro. You're dead.
If you got the best Jedi or best Sith in fucking history and blew them out into space, there wasn't one of them that suddenly went, I can protect myself in this protective aura and then fly through space without breathing.
You know what? Look, I'm going to say this far, Jason, just because I have a few drinks in me. I don't give a fuck right now. Whoever had that decision in that studio or Disney, whatever, that had that idea to do that, you're a fuckwit. Yeah. I'm saying it right now on camera. Legit. Why would you do it? That's stupid. I don't get it. We watched the movie. Everyone watched the movie. Who gets it? It's stupid, man.
All right, now, well, we got Darth Castle royalty in the house. Mr. PJ Espy has joined our Taco Bell friend that we had a great time with at WonderCon last year. Like, man, I can't, like, if we go to New York, man, we're going to catch up with PJ, man. We had a blast. He's actually saying Emperor Palpatine will be in episode 9.
Okay.
You know what? That is a possibility, PJ, because I mean they never really showed it. Like, yeah, okay, he got thrown over into the energy in the last one, and the Death Star got destroyed, and stuff like that. We never actually saw his body. We never really saw that he was dead.
True.
What if Palpatine's been pulling Snoke and everyone? And
the thing is, though, I hope they don't mess it. Like, they learn and don't actually mess it up.
In Gotham 11358 just said it the best. Star Wars was footy back in the day, but now it's soccer.
Bro.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Shout out to you, man. 100%.
And I'm going to be using, like, I don't follow NRL, but I'm going to use an NRL reference here.
Only the
Star Wars used to be state of origin, and now it's a state of origin of today.
As Jason sips his cup of tea.
Toilet break and take over, buddy, and then you can switch.
Where were you up to the list? I can't see. I can't talk to chat.
What do you mean you can't see?
Well, I actually literally can't
get right in.
Wait, where are we up to?
Oh, there we go. It's your boy.
It's your
there
boy.
There we go, PJ. Copying you, buddy.
Emperor created Anakin. Well, PJ, man, you know more than me, man. In that regard, I just hope if they're doing the future films regarding that they do it properly, if you know what I mean. Because PJ, what was your stance? If you could say it just like briefly, what was your stance on the new? I'm pretty sure you weren't happy with the new Star Wars films, but I don't want to say it like without you confirming, so I can't remember properly. Yeah, I remember. Who will be the new Batman? Man, I have no idea. I have no idea. As a Star Wars movie, it was good. Yeah, I get what you mean, man. Yeah, Star Wars movie was horrible, 100% horrible, disgusting. Can't believe I actually paid for a ticket to watch that. But as a movie, I guess if you to separate from a franchise and made it a sole movie by itself, which you couldn't because it was a continuation. Yeah, I get what you mean. Back to the new Batman, man. I have no idea. What do you guys reckon? Actually, that's a good question for you guys. What do you guys reckon? I have no idea. A lot of people put hate on Ben Affleck as Batman. I actually liked him as an older Batman, personally. I just didn't like maybe the bit jokey stuff that was going in the Justice League movie with him when they changed it a bit.
What was that about Justice League?
Oh, because Gotham asked who'll be the new Batman. I said I didn't mind the old Batman. Ben Affleck being the older Batman, but I didn't.
Actually, no, they've backtracked on that a bit over the sacking of Ben Affleck. They've said for the new Justice League sequels and stuff like that he's still Batman, but he was sacked as that reboot Batman because they're doing one set in the 80s, early 90s to do like an origin story. The Matt Reeves Batman.
Wait, who's Kit Harington? Horrible rumor down the bottom Gotham.
Sorry. Where are we?
We're about here. Yep, right there.
8-Bit Fleet. I'm not getting the Hush Superman. I am a big fan of Jim Lee's art and stuff like that, but I'm not a big fan of how he does Superman. Same as in the Frank Miller books. I don't like how they do Superman in that either. Like he looks too chunky, too overdeveloped, you know. So, but look, in saying that, man, I've seen some people's reviews of it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. But I don't like that. People who are watching might notice too that that Eric Souza Kingdom Come Superman kit that he did. I don't like the squinty look of his eyes. You know what I mean? I'm very particular when it comes to Superman and how he should be, you know? So 8-Bit Flea said that Palpatine is going to be the ship's janitor on episode 9. And Paradox notes The Last Jedi was horrible, which, dude, yeah. I mean, look, I think for all of us old school Star Wars fans, the moment Luke grabbed his father's lightsaber and just tossed it over his shoulder was sort of like a massive whooshka to the face of all of us that grew up on that. And it was basically Disney's version of saying to us, screw you guys, we're aiming for a younger market. You guys are all going to die soon, and we don't give a fuck about you. You know, it was sort of like, what? You know? Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, I don't see it, to be honest. Look, my pick, and it may be an unpopular pick for a young Batman, is I pick Zac Efron. The kid can act. He's got the look. He's got that square jaw and stuff like that. And I'd like to see him play a darker role like that to be perfectly honest. That's my opinion that I think would make a good one in the Matt Reeves movie. And he has been mentioned, but, you know, like everybody's bloody been mentioned. There's been Arnie Hammer. But, you know, a lot of the characters that they're mentioning, they're too old. I just hope it's not the dude from Twilight. You know, if it's a dude from Twilight, I'm going to instant hate it straight away. You know, I just don't think he should ever touch a DC character. Yeah, Gabriel, I'm going to give you that too. I think the reason that he was let go was more he cracked the shits over not being able to direct the new Batman movies when they were given to Matt Reeves. Apparently, he'd done a script and everything and was ready to go, and Warner Brothers just said no and decided to go down the Matt Reeves reboot path. So I'm hoping that we do see him further on, you know, like and look, the sad part is when you watch that Justice League again, particularly the extended edition, you really see how they were trying to tie in Batman v Superman, Justice League into like a multiverse scenario, you know. So I was really hoping, particularly maybe it was going to be meant to be after the New Gods movie and stuff like that. But yeah, it would have been awesome, you know. I didn't like Justice League for the simple fact that, you know, Steppenwolf was a bit of a step out, you know, like a bit of a weak move from my regard. If you had Steppenwolf, you would have had like Granny Goodness and the rest of his lieutenants coming down, and the way that they tried to like, for example, okay, so a fan of the comics here, and where they were trying to cater to a new audience and stuff like that, when they went down the route of Mother Box, you know, now the New Gods in the new continuity and that for a long, long time now, they have Father Boxes, and it's the New Gods like of New Genesis that have the Mother Boxes, you know. So to create 3 Father Boxes that come together to create the anti-life equation, which is what Darkseid spends his entire life looking for, was a bit of a cop-out for me. I'm like, man, if Darkseid gets the anti-life equation, it's all over. You know, like basically the free will of every living being in the universe is subjugated and there's no one there to rally against him, you know, and in that regard, that's pretty much it. Yeah, actually, Gotham, man, 100%. I agree with you there, man. So you're saying the whole point, anyone could be Batman. It's the Bruce Wayne they need to get right. And it is. I mean, like, so I always say Bruce Wayne with Batman is his alter ego, you know, whereas with Superman, Clark Kent is who he is and Superman's his alter ego, you know. So that's the big difference between the two characters. And I argue this point with Adrian all the time. Anyone can put on a bat suit, perform martial arts, and do the action scenes and look good. All I need is a square jaw and be built as fuck, which is not a problem, you know. But yeah, to play that Bruce Wayne part really well, and I mean, that was my downside with Christian Bale playing Batman. You know, I didn't think he played a very good Bruce Wayne. Excellent as Batman, you know, with the voice, the way the action was composed and that in the Nolan trilogy and that. But as Batman, it was sort of lacking. I liked what's his name? The 89, Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
You know, like he played Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? And Bruce Wayne was done really well.
For its time, it was actually pretty good. Jason showed me not long ago.
Well, put it this way, I show this guy all the old movies, like Superman. He watches it and goes, okay.
That's pretty sad.
Pretty sad, pretty late. I haven't showed you Superman 4, though. I've never gone down that path. Actually, 8-Bit Flea, with what you're saying there about the Hush movie, they're actually doing one. DC Animated is rushing out the Hush film as we speak. Okay. So this comic book that I've been telling you for years to read, you're finally going to be able to watch on the TV.
Good.
Yeah. Image Batman movie based on Hush. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, it is happening. They've actually got it on their scheduled release. But, so 100% it is happening. They're actually already pretty much made it. It's just in post-production.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Would animation count on the DC?
They've got everything. Everything that's like they've even got the old 1960s Shazam on there.
I'm just going to turn Warner Brothers, bro. Pick up your game, let me get it here. I actually, when we first discussed about it, I was like, I'm ready to pay.
Well,
I'm ready to pay to see it.
So with the DC streaming service, you get access to their weekly and monthly comic books.
Yep.
Their entire movie animated library.
Yep.
And anything new that comes
out.
I
can't get it.
And you can't get it.
You can't get it here.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like,
dude,
seriously.
I would gladly pay.
I will pay. I will pay
for that. Yeah.
I will pay. Like, so, like.
And see, then on the other side, really you've got the Disney streaming. So you notice that a lot of the Marvel movies that have been pulled from Netflix.
Yeah, no, you know, they're on in Australia we have a Netflix alternative called Stan.
Yeah.
It was big because Stan just made a deal with Disney to have all the Disney films. So all the Disney movies, like you know, all the animations, whatever, it's all on Stan now. Which is actually why I actually have a subscription with them, because
I get some more ice. You need more ice?
Yeah, I do. Why I got a subscription with them is because all the movies are there, man. Like, I'm going to watch them more.
And a lot of Aussie TV streaming and stuff like that's on there too.
Yeah. But back to DC, like, man, I wish they would just even partner back. They wouldn't be able to partner with Stan, but Doom Patrol. All right, done. Well, we made a deal. Love, Death, and Robots. He watched Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, and I watched Doom Patrol. So that's about it. Just waiting for Jason to read the comments for me because I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm just
blind, drunk, and blind.
It's just bad.
Okay, so guys, we've got any more questions that you want to ask? We're going to wrap it up.
Is there any new comments? Or?
Well, actually, no. I want to ask you a question.
All right, ask me a question.
What is, because like we're different generations. Like I grew up in the He-Man and Voltron and Transformers era and stuff like that. And you grew up in a completely different era.
Yep.
So what is your favorite cartoon or animated series that you remember from growing up?
Justice League Unlimited? Was it?
Don't tell me what I want to hear.
No. Seriously.
It really is?
No, because you know why? They used to play it here. They used to play it on Cartoon Network.
Yes.
So when I was chilling and stuff, like I'd flick, because I had Foxtel. Foxtel was like, if people don't know, Foxtel was like the TV box thing you buy and you pay subscription for. So we had Nickelodeon. So
actually, I'm going to put it into context for our American viewers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So where you guys have had cable TV channels and stuff like that for many, many years, Australia hasn't. We've had like our 5, like pretty much like England. We've had our 5 main TV channels, and we only switched over from analog to digital like, 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then a lot more channels opened up and stuff like that. But if you wanted pay TV, you had to buy a box from Foxtel.
The company.
Foxtel,
Rip off.
Yeah, 20th Century Fox, basically. The Rupert Murdoch family. And, well, actually said, just Christian Mole just said, Russell Gunn just said, actually, the one that I was expecting you to say. SpongeBob.
That's what I was about to say, because I used to watch Nickelodeon SpongeBob, right? And how the timings were, if I remember correctly, is that it usually be around 6 o'clock. So I'd finish SpongeBob, and I have shows I don't remember that I wasn't interested in. I'd scroll up to Cartoon Network, Justice League. Always there, man. I used to watch it, bro. Martian Manhunter going at Batman going at... Bro, that animation was... Even rewatching it, not long ago, me and Jason were actually rewatching it, and I was just like, bro, it's not one of those things that you rewatch and go, man, how did I enjoy it? I rewatched it and I go, holy crap, this was good, man.
Okay, so Thor and Rodney actually put me on to, they go, you haven't watched Young Justice? And I went, what's Young Justice? I thought it was like Teen Titans Go, you know, they went that really
the cartoon, yeah.
And I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
And I went, no, man, no. Check this shit out. It's really adult and stuff like that. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Dude, it picks up from the end of Justice League Unlimited, and it starts with all the sidekicks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you've got like Dick Grayson stopping being Robin to become Nightwing.
Yeah.
You know, you got Starfire, Ms. Martian.
So he's got some of the Teen Titans.
Yeah. Especially, well, they didn't want to call it they couldn't because of Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was also a Teen Titans.
There's old Teen Titans before Teen Titans Go. That was actually on Cartoon Network again. What I used to watch was the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
They had actually an animation. Deathstroke. That Deathstroke in it.
Did you see the Teen Titans versus Justice League? It was basically a mixed match of them two TV shows into a movie.
No.
It's on the box, bro.
Bro. I know what I'm going to do after when this ends, bro. I'm going straight there. That's mad. No, but that's basically it, guys. Like, that's what I used to, as a kid. Like, that's what I 100%. Even without Jason influencing or anything, that was just Cartoon Network. It was the shit.
Yeah.
It really was. It was
Johnny Bravo.
I just watched Johnny Bravo. Yeah, I used to, Dexter.
Saved by the Bell.
What was it? Dexter
Laboratory. Dexter.
They don't. You know what, guys? They don't do cartoons like they used to before, man. I go to Cartoon Network.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When Thor and Rodney put me on the Young Justice, I caught up within a weekend. One weekend, I just binge watched every single episode that I missed out. Started with the first couple and went, dude, I've got to see what happens. Got to see what happens. Got to see what happens. Got to see what happens.
That's good. Yeah.
And just sleep on the middle was like that shit. It'd be next week to be continued. Oh no, man!
How well did they do Martian Manhunter in that cartoon series, bro? They did so well, man.
Yeah. I'm really happy for either a Sideshow or Prime 1 Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, straight up.
Right on board, 100%. All right, we got a lot of comments coming up now. After Young Justice becomes Legion of Superheroes. That's right, Sunbay. He's 100% right. So in the future, like in the year 2080 and stuff like that, you see Saturn Girl and all these new breed of heroes come by. Okay. And they draw their inspiration from the Justice League and that, and they end up becoming the Legion of Superheroes.
Okay.
So it's not like the Justice League anymore or the Justice Society. It's like universal-wide. They recruit people from different worlds and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
All
right. Gabrielle Ross says, Batman v Robin was the bomb on Young Justice. It was, man. Like when you see Dick Grayson coming up against Batman and like the control, like he finds out things like, that Batman's actually put trackers in their uniforms.
Just like Titans.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like Titans. Yeah.
And he ends up railing against it and basically making the team his own.
That's why this is why I'm so excited for the Titans series, just from the reference of Batman in it.
All right, so we got SpongeBob from Russell Gunn.
Bro, you know what I was actually going to do? To this day, I'm actually going to go and actually rewatch from the beginning to like current of SpongeBob, man.
No,
come on, bro.
SpongeBob was in the same category.
The best. Yeah.
SpongeBob was in the same category as what I'd call Ren and Stimpy.
Bro, he loved Ren and Stimpy.
So Ren and Stimpy, you could show.
Wait. Ren and Stimpy. Wait. Ren and Stimpy, because they had adult humor, right? In the kid version, right? But also they had the Ren and Stimpy 18 plus Adult Swim version, which was like the next level.
No, that was the old original Ren and Stimpy.
They played when I was that was like because Cartoon Network here, right? Adult Swim would play from 10 onwards. Basically, when kids would go to sleep, Adult Swim would kick in, and it had the Aqua Team Force.
Do you remember Powder Toast Man?
Yes.
Hello.
And he fly backwards with his butt
through
cheeks.
farting. Yeah.
That, bro, Ren and Stimpy, but the adult one was hilarious.
Here we go. Billy Zane voices Jason Blood. By the way, Sandy is better with a V. So Sandy V. Is that better? Spawn. And actually, no, I haven't seen the Spawn animated movies.
Nope.
But I actually rewatched, ironically, that you mentioned that. About 3 nights ago, they actually had the old Spawn 1990 movie on. And it stands the test of time, man.
I haven't.
It's not a bad flick. Like Todd McFarlane is one of the
greatest. Wait, should Jason show me this Spawn? What was it, 1990 film?
Yeah, I believe it was 1990.
Is it worth the watch right now? Like maybe not right now, but I'm saying like over the weekend or whatever. Is it actually worth the test of time for me to go and view?
I would say that's what I'm saying. I watched it 3 nights ago, late night on TV.
Yeah, and
it still stands the test of time.
Okay.
Like the animation, like their CGI, like basic as it was, still looks good. Like in conjunction with new modern superhero films and stuff like that.
Yeah, all right.
Did you guys watch the Captain Mary Sue movie? I was falling asleep watching it. No joke.
What? What was that?
Captain Mary Sue movie. Oh, dude, are you talking about Captain Marvel? If you are, I have zero interest.
All right, I'm just going to say straight out. I'm going to straight from the reviews and from what initially it is.
Which ones, Adrian? The paid reviews by Disney or the actual people who went and saw reviews?
Yeah. Well, look, listen. From the people that have all watched it, I've heard that it is disappointing. I will not go and spend a cent because you got to think, right? Let me just explain here, right? Because America's might be different in pricing or whatever. When I go see it,
we went and saw their movies. We went and saw Ready Player One when we were there.
Yeah, try to see it.
And what was the other one that we went and saw?
Pacific Rim 2.
Pacific Rim 2.
All right, let me explain. When we go to watch a movie here, our movie locally is called Hoyts. You know, Lux. You got Lux, top of the end recliners.
Or Greater Union.
Greater Union. All right, so when I go to Hoyts and stuff, if I go to watch a movie, I usually don't go by myself. I usually go with Jason. I got my girlfriend and whatever. I'm usually paying around $60 to $80 because of popcorn and stuff to go and see a film. After the reviews of that film, I'm not giving 1 cent. Like, because you got to think, I've got to time it because of how expensive it is. You got to actually choose what film you want to see. Yeah. After the reviews, I'm like, I'm not going. I'm no way going to go and spend my bucks to go and watch that film.
We'll put it this way. Okay.
100%. That's what I was trying to explain. Because of the money, like, nah.
Well, from Marvel fans that I respect, I don't go by these Rotten Tomatoes sites.
Bro, they're rigged.
Anymore. It's all rigged.
Let's be honest, guys. Rotten Tomatoes is full
I'm waiting until a mate of mine's seen it, you know, and I'm going to use what A-Team said. Look, because A-Team, Child of the Atom, has a very good way of articulating his arguments, right?
Yep.
And he said, and I quote, "It was a good movie, not a great movie. And in the scale of Marvel films, I think it was a bit of a disappointment after the last Avengers film."
Yeah, so it's not worth the money to go watch the movie.
Well, it's one of these ones.
Basically,
if it's on Friday night at home on a Blu-ray or something like that.
Blu-ray or free to air, I'll give it a go.
And probably love it.
Yeah.
To go and spend big money to see it in the
As I said, I'm spending 40 to 80 easy. Look, a ticket is like around $22.
Yeah. Yeah.
For an adult in cinemas, $22 already. I'm paying per person to go and see this movie. Yeah. Really, is it worth it? Look at the reviews. Nah, not really, bro. So I'd rather wait for it to be free on like TV or what, my Channel 7 or whatever, or however we get the movie.
Oh, we'll get it on Blu-ray from Wi-Fi movies.
Jason.
Horror, matey.
Not discuss that, but yeah, that's basically my opinion on it. I wouldn't go. You really want to make sure that you're really invested in the movie, or you really like Shazam. I'll go and pay and watch.
Yeah,
I'm actually okay. And then you say like, oh yeah, because he's DC fanboy, but I'm
no. Okay, we'll put it this way: both his girlfriend and my wife are neither inclined. No. Like, for example, your mum loves Chris Hemsworth in Thor.
100%.
You know, if there's a Thor movie, I'm gonna watch this. You know, so. We went and saw Aquaman at the movies, and they dropped the trailer of Shazam.
Yeah,
you know, and both your girlfriend turned to you, and your mum turned to me, and said, "I want to see that one when it comes out."
Wonder why?
No, not Aquaman.
No,
Shazam.
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why, because it's got a bit of that comedy kick.
Yeah, they said
my girlfriend is in a bit of comedy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they said it looks entertaining.
I shouldn't have said like that. Yeah.
All right. So we'll throw back to the comments here.
Yeah, because we've got a few comments to get through.
A lot, actually. Okay, Thor Gunnison says, "No disrespect, I like Titans, but thought Young Justice was better." So there you go, man. I've got to agree with him.
Okay.
You know, Titans was fantastic in that, but Young Justice is animated. They can just get away with a lot more shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Little things, like the comic book nerd, right? The Mount Justice that they start off at.
Yep.
And Happy Harbor, where they start off. If you go back to the reboot of the Justice League after Crisis, that was actually the headquarters of the Justice League.
Okay.
Outside this small town in the middle of nowhere, on the coast, in a cave that Aquaman found.
You mean before the Justice League Tower of spinning?
Yeah, before all that shit. Yeah, before all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
That's where they started out.
Yeah.
You know, and built from there.
Yeah.
And back then, Batman wasn't a member, Superman wasn't a member, and Wonder Woman weren't members.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? So it was like a bunch of heroes that couldn't take on what them three could take on by themselves that formed the league. And then they ended up joining over time. You know what I mean? So that was the history behind that. So when you watch Young Justice, you sort of like geek out a bit.
Okay.
That sort of stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough.
Next comment we got. So I'm going to say Sanjay's name right now. He said close enough. Hey, close enough. Hey. He has his spawns and over a beer after you vote. Okay.
Wait, what? What was that? Sorry.
Well, we did have the democracy vote today. We voted in our state election, so
I voted.
Thor says to watch the HBO Spawn series, which I've heard really good things about, and I am going to check that out.
What's the Spawn series?
Yeah, on HBO. In other words, Pirate Bay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No, but I'll give it a shot.
And Sanjay says also to John Leguizamo, dude, this guy's won an Academy Award for a movie called Son of Sam.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Where it was this hairdresser that was overtly sexual and had information on the bloke who was the serial killer and all this sort of stuff.
Yep. Okay.
But look, he's a really good actor nonetheless, right? And he played Violator, the clown. Dude, no,
I'm just saying.
In Spawn, okay, I'll put it.
Violator, the clown.
You know nothing about Spawn, right?
Not really, no.
So Spawn is basically this guy who's like a Black Ops Special Forces dude, right? And he died, and he's done that much evil shit in his life under orders. And when he gets to hell, they say to like the leader of hell says to him basically, "I want you to be a general of my armies, you know, and you can go back on Earth and prepare it for me for my army's arrival." Okay.
Okay.
When he comes back,
that sounds badass.
When he comes back to Earth, he meets a guy who used to have the title. There was like a medieval knight that just massacred people on the battlefield and stuff like that and was given the same title, right? But he figured out you could actually use the powers of hell for good to break you free of your curse.
Fuck.
And he teaches him this is the way you need to go. And so, yeah, like Spawns are...
That's mad. All right, that sounds hectic, man.
Yeah. I'll download that.
Download it.
For you so you
I'll
can
watch
read
it. 100%. That sounds mad. All right, let's go.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Sanjay also said about what I said about A-Team's comments of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right. It's okay, not great.
Okay.
You know, so
not paying that much money worth to go see.
It's not an essential movie. It's a bit of a letdown after the last Avengers film that we both went and saw at the cinema.
So it's not much of investing into per se Avengers Endgame.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It fills some plot holes, but nothing major.
Okay, so I can miss it. And watch it later. All right.
And A. Flea said, I was asking about Captain Marvel, not to mention Monica Rambeau was the OG Captain Marvel, leader of the Avengers, but in this movie they made Danvers into the main Captain Marvel. Fake news. Now, I'm remembering back to the original Alpha Flight. Now, Adrian's getting this blank look because he's what the fuck is he talking about? But so basically, I remember back in the late 80s, Carol Danvers was the first Captain Marvel after the male Marvel. There was Captain Marvel was actually a male that was fighting a Skrull invasion force, crash landed to Earth, and his powers transferred into Carol Danvers to make her Captain Marvel. Okay, and she was actually Canadian, not American, right? And she ended up founding like the first superhero force in Canada, which had Wolverine before he loses his memory and stuff like that.
So the badass ones.
Yeah, they were all part of her team.
Come on, Hugh Jackman. Shout out Hugh Jackman.
Well, Hugh.
Shout out. Look, bro, you can never do Wolverine again without Hugh Jackman.
I feel sorry for whoever takes on the role.
I'm going to hate so bad. Yeah, I'm just saying straight up. I'm going to hate so bad. You cannot take away Hugh Jackman's role, bro. He made Wolverine in the films. I'm just saying.
Oh, actually, Sanjay also said that. Oh, actually, no, we'll go above. Russell Gunn said, he thought Aquaman was crap. Buddy, I've got to admit, I don't see the hype train for Aquaman.
I don't either.
Now, I don't know whether it's been... Look, I enjoyed it at the cinemas when I went and saw it, But I had my godson over here, and he watched it 12 times in a row. And if I never see that movie again in my lifetime, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
No, I don't see. Yeah, look, I agree with Jason.
Look, I don't know. It was 12 times in a row.
No. Listen. I went to see the cinema. I thought it was a bit WTF in some moments of it. Good for a first view. All right. Doesn't really direct me in the DC line. They kind of changed the direction. Probably, what was the director? Sorry, again.
James Wan.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, background on James Wan. He's actually a Vietnamese immigrant to Australia who's become a director of. Yeah, big time, man. This guy's an Australian legend. So, you know.
Shout out.
Yeah. And he's been given already, put it like after the success of Aquaman, he's already been given an Aquaman 2.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying, because we will discuss with me and Jason the way he likes to do the films with the action and so forth. So I was expecting that, but to be honest, I think it started extending a bit in some periods. The movie made it a bit like, come on, man, like get on already,
okay,
kind of thing.
Well, one person,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know who it was, and I think it was actually A-Tim again. That mentioned.
Damn, A-Tim, you're getting mentioned a lot on this one, man.
Yeah, dude,
Jesus,
this guy.
Jason can't stop talking about you.
We meant to spar all the time. It's sexy beard. It's a sexy beard, man. You know, I can't stop.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he mentioned something about. Actually, no. Honestly, I think it was Rodney Jones.
Is it about ES?
No.
I thought
No, actually, he mentioned something about. He said, the scene where the big battle's going on at the end of the movie. The big massive battle.
It was a bit corny.
And then Aquaman and Mera decide to have a big pash in the middle of the battle.
It was a bit all corny. I'd say corny, man.
Yeah,
a bit corny. Like, come on, bro. Like, look, listen, Aquaman wasn't perfect. It was a good film, but to be honest, in my personal opinion on it and stuff, like, all right, just to put in perspective, I love Watchmen. Just in that alone, can tote the direction I like my films, all right?
I'm going to go with you, and I'm going to say
I love Watchmen.
The best superhero film, the best superhero film of all time in my entire life watching is the Watchmen Ultimate Cut, bro. If you want to book yourself in for 4.5 hours of godliness, that's the shit to watch.
Bro. 100%. I
want to say to you, regardless of the chat, what I'm most amazed at is you won't read Doomsday Clock.
And you've spoken to me. He has spoken to me in words about Doomsday. I actually, you know what? If there's one thing I'll read and not just watch, it's that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Watchmen was it was like, I can't even explain it, bro. I can't even explain it. It was just
remember the end of the film.
It was.
Remember when Dr. Manhattan disappears and he goes, I'm tired of this world.
And he makes his own world on Mars. He starts, is it?
No. Or is it after this? At the end of the movie.
Yeah.
When everything's done.
Isn't he sitting on Mars?
No.
Wasn't that Mars?
At the end of the movie, when he comes back from Mars and tries to stop Adrian's plan and then realizes that Adrian's right.
Wait, you're going before me.
Ozymandias.
Yes.
Yeah, when Ozymandias pushes his button
and it goes
on the TV, and he goes, the whole world
and he goes, I understand. Like, if
there's nothing I can do that's not going to cause problems now. And he then turns to his missus, Miss Jupiter, and says, you know what, I'm tired of this world and its problems. I think I'm going to go to a world where I can create my own life. And that's what he goes,
Dude,
okay. Now, in DC Comics continuity, before the Justice League, there was the JSA.
Yeah.
Right, which was the original Green Lantern, the original Flash, Wildcat, the original Atom.
Yeah.
A bunch of original characters that the modern-day characters are based off. Okay? Now, in some continuities, they've been in a different universe, but in the mainstream continuity, they're World War II era, and these are the new guys that came in after them, right? So what actually happens is you actually see Dr. Manhattan in Doomsday Clock come back to the beginning of the JSA.
Oh, okay.
And where the Green Lantern from the JSA is about to grab his lantern and stop himself from dying and save all these people, he moves the lantern 6 inches out of his reach. And it never happens. And that's Rebirth and New 52 and so you know Barry Allen, the Flash. What you're not aware of is Barry Allen's sidekick, Wally West, which is, remember the Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah, well,
that's the Flash you love.
Yeah, the orange, the fellow ginger hair. Yeah.
The ginger hair.
What do you mean I don't know of him? Of course I know.
You don't know him from the comics.
No, okay.
Okay. Now in the comics, Barry sacrifices his life to prevent Crisis, one of the Crisis events in the DC comics.
Yeah.
And Wally ends up, I'm going to be the new Flash. This in comic continuity. Okay. So what actually ends up happening is, in the rebirth, Barry Allen's never stopped being the Flash. That events in Crisis never happened. He's always been the Flash, the only Flash, and the Flash. Right? Now Wally breaks through from the time stream. And do you remember me, Barry? And Barry grabs hold of him. Or when he touches him, oh my God, I remember everything, and pulls him into reality. And he says, like Barry Allen says, oh, everything has changed that because of me and Flashpoint. Like you've seen the Flashpoint cartoon?
Yeah.
Right.
Course, yeah.
Okay. Very, very similar to the comic book. Okay? So Barry says, it's all my fault because of Flashpoint. And then he goes, no, Barry, it wasn't you. There was someone else. And I've seen them. He was talking about Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan has erased 10 years of history from the DC universe.
Bro, that's why I love watching it. Dr. Manhattan is on that literally next level.
Dude, I'm going to go you one better, right? Okay, now, because you haven't read the comics. In episode 9 of Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, episode 8.
Yeah.
Before episode 9. Episode 9, you see the entire DC universe, all the superhero teams in the world going to Mars to take on Dr. Manhattan. And he takes care of him like that. Right?
Yeah.
But wait, he's this. In episode 8, you see Dr. Manhattan having the last... You know, you can see the future and everything all at once.
Yeah.
So in his future, you know what he sees? Superman's uniform all cut up and that, and him bruised and battered and that, and coming at him with one killer blow. And that's the last thing Dr. Manhattan sees.
So Superman actually takes him.
Superman's going to kill him.
Hey,
boom!
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, honestly, from just watching Watchmen, I thought that Mr. Manhattan would actually be able to take Superman. Just from the film,
dude.
Like,
okay,
honestly,
you know the one person that you thought maybe could because he's got the similar power set, Firestorm.
I actually never thought Firestorm could take Superman. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, no, Firestorm can adapt things on a molecular level. Same thing as Dr. Manhattan.
But I thought because Dr. Manhattan can like change shit.
Well, he can jump through time and stuff. Yeah,
change it, literally change it. That's why I thought he could be.
So can Firestorm. Firestorm can look at someone, conjure a formula in his head, and turn them to salt.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. That's pretty. Wait, Jason, can you go through the comments, bro? We've been ranting. Oh my God. I need to get another drink. I'll be right back.
Sanjay said, if you have not seen Justice League Dark go down, buy that in Constantine City of Demons. Look, to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of Zatanna, but not the Justice League Dark story arcs and stuff like that. I prefer my superheroes more clean cut and stuff like that. But yeah, look, Constantine, Jonah Hex, like you can't dispute them sort of characters. They're fantastic. What are you doing? Oh, I don't think the ice cubes are done yet, Adrian.
I'm pushing them. They are.
No, they're not. Look at the water coming out.
All right, they're good enough. They're good.
All right. 8-Bit Flea said, I liked Aquaman. They made it interesting for an Aquaman movie. Now, for someone who's never read the comics, Adrian, what do you think about that?
I agree.
Okay, so he agrees.
I agree. Look, I agree to a point where sometimes they made it, look, honestly, they made it corny in some parts. But overall, if you had to say overall, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And Sanjay's also said, if you like Watchmen, now you remember this, Adrian, from Justice League Unlimited, watch the episode called, and it was a 3-parter episode actually, not just a single episode, Question Authority. Remember the question?
Oh, yeah.
And he brings Huntress in?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember where they uncover Cadmus and the secret of Power Girl?
Yeah.
That she's actually Supergirl's clone.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, so you make me want to watch the series all over again.
That's what happens in these chats, bro.
Jesus Christ. I've got so much work to do over the weekend, boys. That's for sure.
Amy Wilson saying, Mr. Fraser, I liked you in The Mummy and Encino Man. That must be you, man. Because if anyone looks like Brendan Fraser in this chat, it has to be you.
Actually, yeah, it
It's definitely not me.
Hey, it does look like me. Hey, Hollywood, put me in some films. I'm smashed. Let's go.
Well, actually, hey, Brendan Fraser is in Doom Patrol. And you know what his favorite line? You know what his biggest line in the movie, in that TV show is?
Yeah.
This is like repeatedly.
Yeah, go.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That actually sounds like me. All right,
That sounds like him 100%.
Wait, I need to get another JD. I'll be back.
Get more bottle. Yeah, more.
Where is the other JD bottle?
It's in the fridge. I put it in the fridge in preparation. Oh, Superman with the Green Lantern ring. Okay, now there's been a couple of iterations of that. If you're talking like the one where his father was Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent, and there was an Elseworlds type adventure in the 90s. Now, this was where basically he's the last son of Earth. And his father, Jonathan Kent, is an astrophysicist, and he predicts that this asteroid's going to come hit Earth and wipe it out. And everyone laughs him out, like, oh, it's bullshit and stuff like that. Sort of like Jor-El with Krypton.
Yeah.
And he ends up developing a rocket for his wife and his son to abscond, right? And it's to Krypton, of all places. Okay? Now, in that one, basically, he grows up on Krypton and uncovers a dead Green Lantern, and the ring bonds to him because he's got the ability to overcome great fear.
Yep.
You know, and he becomes a Green Lantern of Krypton. And then ends up coming back to Earth and becoming like Superman.
Okay.
But with the ring as well. And at the end of it, he has to hand the ring over because he's become Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's what you're talking about. That was absolutely amazing story. And I loved it. Last Son of Krypton, I believe it's called.
What comment are we up to?
Encino Man, what a flashback. Yeah. We've got the Atypical Hustlers. G'day, mate. Glad you can join us. Gotham 1358 says, Amy Wilson, nice call about you being Encino Man.
Who's Encino Man?
Brendan Fraser.
Was this a movie?
It was his first movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're a young Brendan Fraser.
I'll take it.
I'd take that as a compliment.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we're on the JD and Cokes.
Bro. Hell yeah, we're on the JD and Cokes, man.
8-Bit, please ask them what the next statue we're planning on. The next whole statue,
yeah.
We've already prepaid that bloody Wonder Woman premium format from Sideshow, the Rebirth one. So apparently it's meant to come late March, and we're still waiting for it to arrive because we didn't get the exclusive edition. We got the collector's edition instead. Mm-hmm. We didn't justify paying $300 Australian shipping from Sideshow for a that was going to leave
hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. Shipping, you know what? Hey, Jason, that's something you should mention to everyone. How bullshit is shipping? Like really?
Yeah, well, they blame it on a thing called the Amazon.
Nah, don't even try. Nah, don't even try.
No, I mean, Amazon, over a certain amount, they offer free global shipping.
But why are they blaming? Explain.
Well, what they're saying is that most shipping companies do their pricing and that through volume, right?
Yep.
And if Yahoo is filling all that spare volume with their little fucking itty-bitty packages, it takes away from the overall volume of each shipping container and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or plain cargo hold or whatever. You know, so they call it the Amazon effect.
Okay.
But I call bullshit on that. It's profiteering.
Really, it's making a profit. That's what I'm saying, man. It's all about profit, bro. All it is, and they rip us off. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, lol, JD and Coke. Yeah, we're on the JD and Cokes, man. You know, it's good fare. Can't complain about the JD and Cokes. Amy says the statues are expensive. Like most expensive I have is $20. Oh, $250. Well, Amy, if you're into the 1/6 scales or 1/10 scales, that's a great price mark. But I mean, most of these ones we have behind us here, they're around the $800 to $1,200 mark. So, like, this is Australian dollars, not American dollars. If you're in American dollars, it'd be more like $800, $750.
Yeah.
You know, around that mark. But yeah, that's what a lot of these cost.
Basically.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a quick pee break.
Where were you at?
We're on the Russell gun.
Are you sure?
Yep. Right at the bottom.
Black box, huh? Bro, I need a drink. The wife won't let me. I don't know what to say. That I'm not married, man. So, maybe do a little sneakies. Huh? Do a little sneakies with the boys if you can after work. Get on away. Hey, good on ya. Yeah, cheers. Hey, cheers to that. Dead set. Get one away. Cheers to that. What is it? Yeah, the shipping, Russell, with the Hush Superman. Yeah. The shipping will be a pain in the ass, man, if you can get it through. I agree. Jason probably be happy that you're going for it. But yeah, the shipping's just got. Yeah, nah. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's true. They do. They roll you with the shipping, 100%. It's a joke. It's a joke. $300. $300. Like, honestly, hey, look. What? Shipping for $300 for the Daredevil.
Oh, no way.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up now. It's getting late here. We're nearly at, it's actually my birthday because we're past midday.
Oh, hey, everyone. Happy birthday for Jason. Hey, happy birthday, you 62-year-old. Yeah.
42. Thank you very much. Amy, we live in Sydney, Western Sydney.
Western Sydney.
Yeah.
But
anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up now. Thank you very much for making it a great chat.
Yeah, it was great. It's great.
Look forward to your questions and stuff like that. And remember to watch us with our unboxings and reviews and that this week. And take care, everyone.
Happy birthday, Jason!